Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dungeon the Mad Mage. This is session 21. There we go. I was waiting for it. You let me get really far before you got that nut off, Zach.
I lost track of time. Also, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get the quality.
Sometimes it takes a little bit to get there. You know, that's how it works. Okay. So last time we did not have our Mitchell with us. So we're gonna jump right into a little bit of a recap, and then after that I'm gonna let everyone chime in with anything that the recap did not cover, because I am pretty general with the recaps. So just to make sure that Mitch is all caught up to speed, we're gonna let him ask questions and or let everyone chime in with what they thought I missed in the recap, except for Jake. Jake doesn't get to.
I'm a shiny golden god.
What?
I'm just at this point. I am 100% just poking at him. All right. Previously on Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party, having witnessed Halathgark's vengeance being fulfilled, waited. Trying to put that diplomatically, right? As the situation resolved itself. And then afterwards, after Halath and his form had been dissipated, they set about investigating the chambers. During this, Ashes, attempting to retrieve his crossbow bolt and to put the body of Midna to some sort of rest, discovered somewhat painfully that she was a worshipper of Shar, a deity at odds with falling. Afterwards, the party decided to investigate further south, knowing that one more member of the fine fellows of Daggerford still remained at large. However, they found only cave-ins and debris directly south, and so turned back towards the four-way intersection with the living dwarven frescoes. From here, the party followed the long halls south and then east before finding newly carved tunnels leading into an ancient chamber filled with the tools of archaic dwarven craft. Here, too, the party found an archway of stone marked by the symbol of a dead tree. When touched with dead wood, the archway activated, and when attempting to pass through it, an unknown force stopped the party, warning them that they were not strong enough to face the dangers found below. Moving on from here, the party continued further east and south until they heard the sounds of mock combat. Upon investigating, they found a group of Xanathar agents training, led by a red-haired berserker. Unfortunately, the party was unaware of the silent guardian of this area, an undead beholder, that upon not recognizing, any of the party as agents of the Xanathar, it attacked. The battle with the undead beholder drew in the other Xanathar agents, which was a big problem. But through clever magic, skill, attrition, and more than a little bit of luck, the party now stands victorious. And that is pretty much exactly where we left off. So, anybody got anything they want to add to that? Mitch, do you have any questions about what might have gone down?
So the Beholder was part of the Xanathar's guild?
It was an undead beholder, yeah, and it seemed to be some sort of guardian or watcher of this outpost.
Okay. Are all the people from the outpost dead now?
They're not all dead. Two have fled. One fled north and one fled south, but both are gone.
Okay.
Anybody have anything to add? Stuff that they feel was super important?
Not anything that I can think of that's super important other than
I think that's actually more information than we had.
yeah.
I'm being honest.
Yeah, actually I think so.
I might occasionally add in little bits of.
What have I used? Is my character sheet accurate?
Your character
have
sheet
fucking
should be
nothing.
accurate.
We all
Oh.
have fucking nothing.
Un momento. When we jump into the map, you'll probably. Okay, so let's
I see
actually
you use the bow.
do that. So we're gonna jump in.
Yeah.
Over
Let's just say
here.
that
The beholder.
I was tanking like a god and I almost died.
All right, so you guys should be on the map now.
How was the blur of bone and death?
Yes.
I don't regret saying that at
Let's
all.
actually kick on this.
It's
So-
pretty badass.
Yeah,
Last
there
week
were
was the
there
anime
it was a
episode.
small army that you guys basically faced off against. The Undead Beholder was a pretty big deal, but you guys actually managed to kill it relatively quickly, which was fortunate because it only got one eye ray off, and that eye ray almost one-shot Ezrah. Would have one-shot Ezrah had he not resisted its effects.
So as you know, it was equivalent in strength to one goblin.
Exactly.
Uh,
Oh. You know what? I don't even feel like that's targeting because that's what Jake says all the time. Is that one goblin is gonna kill him.
Sure is.
But you guys are now in this.
It's not my fault. It's true.
So we are
Kind of a little
currently on the hunt for Rex, right?
That
We
was the
were
plan,
before
yeah.
we got
Kinda.
fucked off.
I think that that's not going to be fulfilled.
Why not?
Because we're fucked off.
As Zach likes to say, you are fucked off.
Why
Please
can't
don't
we
refer
just,
to me
like,
by my
camp out?
slave name. Jesus.
What?
Well, are you saying we're fucked off in Bones's in character?
I don't know. Is Matashtai asking in character?
I mean, no.
Jesus Christ.
Then no, I'm not. Also, don't refer to me as my slave name.
Your slave
What's
name.
what? Hold up. What's your slave name?
Zach, my given name.
Oh, okay. See, that's why I was confused. I was like, what? I don't understand.
All right,
Okay.
okay. Strike that from the recording.
All right, Zachariah. So, you guys find yourselves surrounded by death and gore. There are dead bodies literally littering this room. You are all grievously wounded in various states of ouchness, as one might say.
Ah, the medical term.
That's I'm getting real scientific here.
I am severely ouched right now.
You are so ouched. You might be the most ouched out of
I
all
am.
the people.
Looking at the numbers, I am the most ouched.
Yeah, we all see our numbers.
Oh, do you see the numbers?
Yeah, we see
Yeah.
numbers
How big?
Don't take this away from
for
me.
once.
Oh no, I'm gonna take it away from you. Let's see.
None of us can heal. It doesn't matter if we can see the numbers.
Yeah, but I want you to see the
I can heal.
bar, not the numbers. I'm not worried about it right now. I'll fix it for next time. But yeah. So,
So I have one hit dice. Technically, if I roll well and drink some potions, I can keep going, but
sure.
I don't know about y'all.
What's this room over here?
We've done nothing. It's been too
So-
dangerous.
So
We came from this
Matashtai,
direction.
yeah,
Where'd
you
we
guys
come
came,
from?
We
came from the
this direction.
northeast. If you
Yeah, really
refer
big.
to your map in your handouts, you can see
Oh.
what you have uncovered so far.
Arcane
actually-
chambers. Ooh-wee.
Pull that up.
Ooh-wee!
Ooh-wee!
You son of a bitch!
Well, the map shows that room as just a just a room to the left.
Well,
We could,
I mean, if
we could
you-
camp out, we could do our first camping in the dungeon.
on level 2.
Why not?
I feel like we've also camped in the dungeon before, haven't we?
We
Not a
haven't like
long
slept,
rest.
You haven't
Oh,
long
we're
rested.
talking long rest? No,
Yeah.
why would we do that? Let's go topside.
Why wouldn't we?
Look at his face, though. Like, why wouldn't you do that?
No, I want to go topside
Why?
He wants to go topside.
because I want to take a couple days off and do some research.
I do not want to take a couple days off.
A couple days off. What are you researching?
Things.
kumquats.
Yes.
Quads.
Kumquats. Gotcha. Understood. Okay. So I'm assuming Matashtai, right? As this is happening, you like poke your head over in that direction, and
Yes, look
you
around.
will actually be the first person that has looked fully into the room. Although you guys have kind of seen in it as the battle has gone on. Directly in the center of the room, right? I've described this previously, but directly in the center of the room is a 10-foot diameter circle with 10 equidistant spokes extending outward from its circumference. This is something that you've seen before. It's just that this particular instance seems to be painted in blood. As you kind of like poke in, you can see along the lines of the walls, both to the north
A
and
little
south.
less inclined to sleep in there.
Both to the north and south, there are leather hammocks hooked to stone brackets that protrude from the walls at regular intervals. There seem to be
Well, I changed my mind. Now there are hammocks.
there seem to be around 15 or so. There is a small cook pot in the southeastern
kitchen?
corner.
It's literally an enemy camp. What happens when they come back or the next group comes?
We killed the camp.
2 survive. They will kill us in our sleep.
We killed the current camp.
What, you think they're just fucking rotating whole camps out on a regular basis? Like, oh yeah, we gotta go
Yes.
relieve those 15 dudes over in Camp What's Its Nuts. Let's
They were
get some more
training.
15 dudes up in there.
I feel like they were like, I don't know, like it was like Hell Week or something. So like the next week, the next recruits come in. I don't know. She was screaming at them and shit. You weren't here.
Happens. So, what would you guys?
I'll
like
stay
to do?
here. I don't give a shit. But
Oh, before I forget, because this did not happen last time, you guys would have earned 300 experience
ooda,
for the Undead Beholder, and 300 experience for the Xanathar gang.
300.
300.
All right.
Dinosaur gang.
I want to loot all the bodies because obviously we didn't
Well,
do that.
Oh yeah, we did.
The encounter is not titled Xanathar Gang, but the encounter's title gives more information than you currently have. So it is
Loot all the bodies.
Looting all the
Altered
bodies.
Xanathar Gang.
Let's see if a
Okay.
piece of paper says the encounter's title is.
No. All right. Upon the bodies, you find 20. Find 28 copper, 12 silver, and 17 gold. And you
Nice.
find a bunch of other odds and ends, knickknacks, right? The bugbears are fond of carrying trophies. Most of them tend to be dried or preserved in some manner. One particular bugbear has a small vial that has what looks to be like a pickled pinky in a vial, right?
Gross.
That's stoppered up. So you find weird shit like that on the bugbears. On the thugs, the humans, you find more normal stuff, right? Playing cards, random trinkets, those types of things. But nothing else of significant value, right? There is the equipment that they're wearing, but it's not overly well made. On the woman, on the fiery red-headed berserker, right? You actually don't find much of anything, right? She's
from Brave.
carrying her great axe, right? She doesn't have any money on her. Didn't really have any trinkets or anything like that. Are you guys rifling through like the hammocks and the belongings and everything like that, or are you just tossing the bodies?
I'll go in there. Now you said
Yeah,
that we would find the symbol on the floor familiar, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Familiar in what way?
It's
Like
the
a-
symbol. At this point, you guys have identified it. It's the symbol of the Xanathar. It's a circle with 10, basically eye stalks off of
Like
it.
it's not like a. It's just a symbol. It's not like a. It doesn't do anything. Like
It's not like a ritual blood
yeah
symbol
just
or
a
something. Not as far as you're aware. But it does look to be
because
painted
it's on
in
the
blood.
floor, right?
Look, just bleed into it and see what happens.
You know what? I'll just walk up and I'll use my foot and scrape away at part of the circle on the outside to see if anything happens.
Scrape away. It's dried blood.
All right, whatever.
Seem to cause anything.
Oh yeah. I'll turn this place upside down.
Okay, so you start kind of rifling through some of the belongings. There's not much here. There are a few packs off to one side, right, that have moldy food in it, moldy rations, basically. There's a couple water skins of, water, and there's a handful of empty water skins. There's no drink. Like, there's no, like, alcohol or anything that you find, which seems a little odd for a place like this. Or what's up with that. But you do find in the northeastern most area, there is one hammock that kind of sits aside from the rest. And it doesn't have anything overly... It's not like it's more prominent or fancier or anything like that. But it has a pack next to it, like many of them do. But in this one, there are little sheafs of parchment. And one of them reads with a short missive saying... good work with the drow. Keep up training the new recruits. And remember, Nadia, they're gonna make their move shortly. So you and Shun need to be on your toes. But there's no signature, like it doesn't say who it's from. And the other slips of parchment that you find in there are just they're more like ledger receipts or things like that. They're like transactions, like we got delivered this much food or these armaments, right? That type of thing.
Right.
You do find something. You find the name of this place. It is called the Dead Eyes Watch Post.
Get it? Because the beholder's dead. And he's got an eye.
He has eyes. Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it.
he's got like a big
Got it.
one.
Got it. All right. I'll inform everybody of the letter I found and ask if anybody is aware of any kind of like beef between Xanathar and like some drow.
I am not.
I don't think anyone. But speaking, so just kind of jumping in, I don't think anyone would have that kind of knowledge right now.
Okay. Cool.
All right, let me approach the. I'm gonna approach the beholder.
Okay.
I'm gonna evaluate.
While
it.
this is happening, Ashes, those hammocks are looking
That was about.
real comfy.
I was about to say. I was about to ask you, Jeremy. If I were to say, take some pitons,
Mhm.
and drive them into the wall, like randomly in the dungeon. If we were to say, try to sleep for about 8 hours, would I be able
so
to
you're
utilize?
gonna take a hammock with you to try to be able to have a hammock to sleep in?
Hell, are they in
that's funny.
decent shape? I want one.
I don't know that I would qualify them as.
DM.
I don't know that I would qualify them as decent shape. They're held together, and they look. It is a little chill down here in the dungeon. Like it's just naturally a little chill here underground. So they look thick, and they look kind of cozy, but they also look pretty ratty, pretty worn.
If I were to get into like a right angle corner of a room, and I put a piton there and a piton there.
I mean, technically, you wouldn't even have to do that. You could put it on a straight wall. It's not gonna like balance well. You're gonna have to like curl into it and let it envelop you, so you'll be like in a little cocoon on the side of the wall.
I feel like that wouldn't be as comfortable because your
Oh, it
back
wouldn't
would
be
all pressed up
comfortable,
against
no.
it.
But
But I mean,
Could
there's
you do
right
it?
angles all over the place.
there's
I'm pretty
right
sure I
angles
could-
everywhere. Yeah. In theory, yes, you could absolutely do that. So,
I
in the
would like
meantime,
to take a hammock, please.
you're gonna take
off
a
the wall.
hammock. Okay. In the meantime, Bones is approaching this beholder.
I'd like to take some evaluation here.
Okay.
First of all, I understand that it's undead. How
Dude,
undead
damn.
is it?
Are there levels of undead?
It looks very undead. If you want specifics, you'll need to make me a medicine check.
Okay. I'd like to counter that request for a medicine check with a offer of a survival check to determine how bullshit what's going on here is.
How bullshit? What do you mean, how bullshit?
How usable is what's inside of this
Oh, okay.
meat package is.
Meat package.
Not just bone wise, but maybe like eye wise.
Sure. I don't think survival's gonna cut it though in this situation. Like I think in some scenarios, especially in recent kills, survival can kind of cut it. But I think this thing's been dead a while. So if you want details, you're gonna need beyond that, you're gonna need a medicine check.
Beyond, it's been dead a while.
So I mean, so let me rephrase
Okay.
that. Your survival, just period. This thing is old. It's rotting. Some sort of magic has halted that rot, right? But its flesh is withered and putrid, and now that it is dead again, it is quickly just like sloughing off the bone, right? The bone itself seems brittle. When it landed, it cracked the entirety of the lower jaw, right? You heard that happen?
I'm only interested in like two very specific things.
Sure.
The first are the eyes at the end of the stalks.
Okay.
One, how big are they, and are they already like starting to fucking rot?
They are about.
And then two,
Okay.
the secondary part is, are there like little bones in their little eye tentacles?
So there are no bones in the eye tentacles.
Then I care not for them. I only care for the balls.
There are no bones in the eye tentacles. The balls themselves, each of them seems to mimic the central eye. Each of them is a milky, filmy white. They have been blinded by death prior to this death. They've been blinded by undeath. And they're about golf ball size, right?
Golf ball. Mm-hmm.
and they're kind of squishy and
not firm.
look like they might pop.
I have no interest in them.
They're like jelly sacks. So they look like if you squeeze them too hard, they might just go. Pfft.
All right then. Okay, noted. I have no interest. We need a live beholder.
Oh, I need a live beholder. Okay. Yeah, it looks like undeath has not been kind to this thing.
I leave this for the Gobo squad.
The Gobo squad. Yeah, they could maybe pick it clean and like
I leave it for the
polish off
recovery boys.
the bones or something like that.
It's still
Okay.
a working title.
The recovery boys. That's the working title.
Currently.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Oh shit.
I've said worse things.
I don't think that was bad at all.
Do you guys really want to, like, are we really considering staying here overnight?
Is there
No,
any
we do
kind
not
of...
have to. I just,
No. Are there
for the
doors?
sake of
here?
not constantly going down then up repeatedly.
I mean, there's
Well, I figured we would
There
definitely
aren't-
start doing that on like 3 or 4.
there are no doors
I
there,
mean,
and I will
Does
say
it matter when we start doing it?
It doesn't matter materially to me.
After Ezra has a bag of holding.
Jesus God.
which he
a mule.
literally
I'll buy
may
you a
never
mule.
have.
What are you
I'm
offloading
gonna-
when we
I'm
go
gonna-
up?
Counterpoint.
I'm gonna buy Ezra a goddamn mule. I'm serious.
I don't think that is necessary. I
So-
will say
so-
this.
So let me put this in perspective. If we find another one of those troll hordes,
Yeah.
I can't carry that shit. So what? We put it in bag of holding. All right, that's how much of that bag of holding full. If we find another horde, that's how many?
Well, I mean, sure, but
So,
adding
okay, but
what is
like,
the
what's your
ratio
argument
of
here? If we
hordes
find
to
stuff,
fucking-
we go up.
I don't think there is an argument. I think Jake has identified an issue that he doesn't like about his character, and it will get addressed, but it will get addressed like in a time in which the game addresses it, right? So I will say that let's make sure we're not making decisions based off of the concept of I want to spend a couple days so I can get my bag, because that'll
That's
happen.
not the
think
only.
I
That's
have-
not the
No,
only
no, no,
reason
no.
I want to
I
go
know
up
it's not the
there.
only reason. It is safe for you guys to get out and go rest. But I will say this: if you guys are concerned about that kind of concept, you've already made like contact and semi allies with places like the Bazaar or something like that, right? Or
Oh, hey,
Ezra
yeah, I
is
forgot-
Not comfortable sleeping in that area.
My
I mean,
storm
that's-
boomerang actually has to spend a night under
he actually
open
needs to
sky.
recharge. So there are reasons for you guys to go back up. Absolutely.
I mean, I don't have to. I'm just
I-
saying if we were going to, like, that's I don't think I have anything scheduled for like a week, right? Something like that. What's my official signing date?
Yeah, you don't have the that
Isn't
was
that
on
like
the
9 more days or some bullshit?
that was on the 3rd is when they're gonna
Yeah.
they have their monthly meeting basically, and they were gonna show you off or announce your induction or whatever there, but you're already part of the guild.
Yeah.
I think the only thing you're probably really waiting on is to hear back from Eataden
Yeah,
about
but I mean,
whether or not he's
fucking
willing to
that'll
partner
happen
with you.
eventually or not. Yeah. I'm not fucked up about that. If y'all want to sleep down here, I'll sleep down here.
So again, I'm going to go back to this. I think it is perfectly fine. It's a valid concept if you guys want to go back topside. But I will say, eventually, one of these days, you guys are going to have to pull the trigger on staying in the dungeon, because it's going to get to a point to where it doesn't make sense. And if you guys try to start, if you force it too much, then there's the chance. Well, here, I guess let me rephrase. Be careful. I think you guys can come and go as you please, right? That's fine. But be careful how much time you spend away, because I don't want it to turn into a slog where you're constantly losing progress because you guys spend too much time outside of the dungeon, right? That type
It's true.
of situation. Does that make sense? It's just, this isn't me just randomly talking at this point, by the way. So what do you guys want to do? You guys are beat to shit.
I'm okay with either. I do need to rest, but I'm okay
Yeah.
with either option.
Do you guys,
Everybody needs.
do you guys want to take a short rest now and then
Short
head
rest
out?
doesn't do anything for me.
Or do you want to just GTFO as quickly as possible? Because I will say, some of you guys are really low, and if you get caught by anything going back
I'll go
out,
back.
that could be a problem.
And mechanically,
Yeah.
we need at least 2 days long rest for you guys to get all of your hit dice back.
Sure.
Mechanically,
If you're
One
trying to
hit
get-
die this entire time.
Zach is down to 1 hit die, which means he needs 2 long rests to be back up to full.
True.
So it's not just me being lollygagger topside. I am also
Sure.
thinking about party dynamic. Don't-
Although I will say that, right?
at me like
If you
that.
guys rely on taking 2 full days every time, that's secret.
Technically, it does not need to be 2 full days. Because we come up there and immediately start a long rest, have a day, take a long rest, and then go in the next morning.
So like 36
That is-
hours.
That is
I mean,
down
1
here,
day long.
I mean,
we take long
it's
rest,
still
We then
roughly the same.
adventure, do a short rest, long rest again after that. Like it doesn't matter where we do the stuff.
Yeah.
All we're doing is by sleeping for 2 days is making sure we're at full hit dice rather than half.
And-
We just have
and-
to long rest more often.
And what I was gonna say, right, as a cautionary tale, and I don't feel bad about telling you guys this because I want you to be aware of what you're getting yourself into, and it would make sense, right? That's my dungeon restocking time frame. Like,
Mhm.
2 days is when I hit the button of go, okay, nothing's happened on this floor for 2 days, mix it up, right? So if you guys are in the dungeon and then out for 2 days, right? You're constantly going to have floors restocking behind you. Like that's what I was talking about with the being careful about making sure you're not just slogging through things repeatedly because you're spending so much time out of the dungeon.
So what you're
Right.
saying is we get more experience by doing this.
No, you guys aren't getting experience for random encounters. If you guys haven't had very many random encounters yet, but you're not getting, if you've noticed, you have gotten no experience for them. And that's normally a scenario of like, more often than not, that doesn't happen on a floor that you're exploring. It more often than not happens on a floor that you've already explored. It basically, it dissuades the ability to be like, all right, well, we cleared out floor 1. Why don't we just farm it for the next 2 weeks and kill everything there? Because things keep coming back to it, you know? Why don't we just keep killing it until we get super strong?
I have no strong feelings either way. Someone with strong feelings should make the decision.
I think this time you guys should go up and take a long rest. Again, take my opinion with a grain of salt. You guys do whatever you want, right? But I think this time you guys should absolutely go up and take a long rest, deal with any downtime activities, etc., and go from there. I don't know about taking 2 days, because then I'm gonna restock the dungeon and we're gonna see what happens, right? But it's something to keep in mind. I just want you guys to know, because I don't want you to feel like you're not making progress because
All
it's a
right,
big dungeon.
I will throw this out there just because it is a point of interest that might change opinions. Minor, not huge, but if we're gonna stay up there for 2 days, we could just fuck it and stay up for 3. Because at 3, I get 4 greater potions of healing.
Yep.
That's when those finish. So if we're gonna stay for 2, I don't think a 3rd day is going to make any like a fuck all difference regardless.
Sure.
So
And really, that puts us in a much more flexible space.
I don't have strong feelings either way, like Zach said as well. So if you do and you want to go up, we should just go up.
well, it
You know,
seems
I
like
said it before. that I
it
wanna
seems
go
like
up.
there is only one person that has a solid opinion on something, so it looks like that's what we're doing.
Okay. So, but now the decision is you guys are
I think
going
we take a short rest first, though.
up
I
top.
think we
but,
have to.
Okay, so is that the plan? So you guys want to short rest in the hammocks or in the death room, or do you want to travel elsewhere and short rest somewhere else?
Ezra
I have
doesn't.
6 hit dice. That doesn't seem right.
You
I
haven't
mean,
used
we
any
haven't
of them?
we've only short rested once.
You've
And I
only
don't
short
think you
rested
had any
once,
damage
and
on
you
you,
didn't
so
get
why would you
hurt
have used them?
previously. Yeah.
I've got 5.
I used 2 of them.
I have 1.
Yeah, Zach kind of got fucked on.
Can I gift a hit dice?
No, you cannot.
Can I use my key to channel health into him?
I do not.
Yes.
use
Sounds
it.
like a
You
paladin.
can, except I don't think you have any key points, and you could do it by forcing a potion
Just
down his
using
throat.
the staff, or
Or,
using
or
the
yeah,
staff.
there's
Just
the
use
staff. You could use the staff.
And you know, Ashes has like 50 standard potions. Of
Yeah,
healing
Ashes
on
just
hand,
has like
so-
5,000 potions.
Not anymore. I gave a bunch of them to
You
Bone.
gave like 2 away.
I gave 4 to Bones.
Hey, give me like 3 or
Did you?
4.
Yeah.
I gave 4. I now have 6 left and 1 greater.
I have 3 on hand.
All right, so where? Let's decide where you guys short resting.
Right here, we're fucking doing it right here.
No, we're moving to the fucking room. Well, they can stay out there. I'm going in here and rest
Hammock
in-
room.
Hammock room it is. All right, so you guys.
Hammock room.
Ooh, damn. Get it, Zach.
I'm kind of okay. Yo, hit me with that healing staff.
All right.
I mean, if we want to stick around down here, I could do a mass cure wounds.
How many charges we got on them, motherfucker?
I have used 2, so we have. Oh, wait, let me double check.
Hey, Jeremy. I still have visibility from Matt. Can you?
Oh, sure.
I mean, I don't care, but I know you're trying to work on the visibility. So
Okay. I took away Mitch's and left you on there. Just now, not like previously, but just now.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
This parapet is the best thing in the fucking world. Just as a reminder,
It's
it
super
does
good.
double your. I just got fucking 40 HP back.
2 dice.
Super
for 2
good.
dice.
As a part of my short rest, can I investigate this room for any traps or hidey holes?
Are you
or-
short resting?
I did take a short rest.
Then no.
I mean, real talk, we could stick around more. Like, if I mass cure, like, fucking, we have 2 people full HP.
I'm full.
I mean, I guess I could just drink a potion. I wouldn't have to. Use
No, I
this
mean,
thing.
I'll cure wounds you. Cause okay, so I have 8 charges left. 5 does a mass cure wounds.
If we use all the charges, are they gone forever? Is it a one and done?
No,
or they
it's
No,
recharge?
they recharge
amount.
1d6 plus 4 at dawn.
Yeah. If
Okay.
you isn't it a if you use the last charge, it has a
Yes,
chance.
I will never ever
So
use
what-
the last charge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Chance to disintegrate or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so on a crit failure, it's gone.
Okay. Couple things happen. So first off, you guys are taking a short rest, so the tension pool does kick up. 2a5. And
So-
then Bones, what is your passive perception?
18.
And you're the one who has the highest passive perception, right?
I
Yeah,
believe
mine's
so.
only a 16.
Okay.
Mine's a 9.
Nice. All right. Everyone roll me a 1d20. The 2 lowest people get a surprise.
Oh, a 2. Good.
A 20. Oh, good.
Is
Okay.
it that you don't get the healing from your fucking hit dice?
Nice.
No.
You die.
But as you all are distracted, you're finding wounds or eating a quick meal or nodding off or what have you, none of you notice the secret door that slides just slightly open, or the bugbears that come filing out of it. And I'm gonna kind of like reorganize you guys so that this makes sense of who's getting got is getting got. Everyone, please select your tokens and roll for initiative.
Oh, good.
The
Starting good.
bugbears, though, have a surprise round because they rolled a 22 on their stealth.
Wow, fucking sneaky boys.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Like,
They
holy
are
shit.
snakes.
Okay. So, this little boom, 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 boom. Roll macro. I need to roll initiative as a macro. Alright, so you guys are taken awares by these bugbears, and they basically creep out of this secret door and they go a clubbing.
Sweet.
So, when they come a swinging, the first hit on both of you has advantage, because you're
Sweet.
unaware that they are there. So this is going to be the first hit against, we'll say, I'm going to go against Ashes first. Ashes is getting 1 bugbear, Bones is getting 2. So first swing against Ashes with advantage.
That'll hit.
19, okay.
That'll undo one of my hit dice.
Okay, so bugbears have a nasty thing called surprise attack. If the bugbear surprises a creature and hits it with an attack during the first round of combat, I think you guys have been fighting bugbears for a while, and this has literally never happened because you guys have never gotten surprised by the bugbears. Basically, they do an extra 2d6 damage.
I'm probably dead.
So you take.
I'm probably fucking dead.
Yeah, you're probably dead.
22
I'm probably dead.
Damage from the hit.
If these are average numbers he's rolling, I'm probably dead.
That's the first swing, and then the second swing against you.
God.
Or sorry, no, they only swing once. I was thinking thugs. The thugs swing twice. So bugbear swing once. Okay, so the first blow against you has advantage. Buns.
Sure.
The 19.
Ooh.
Can't take reactions because surprised.
And so you take 19 total damage, and then the next guy swings.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm dead. That's
Hold
I'm dead.
up. Does he get advantage as well, or is it the first attack made against Bones?
Each of their first attacks gets
Oh,
advantage
okay.
because they are hidden basically from you.
Okay.
So, all right,
Play.
that sucks. Yeah.
Sorry. Play.
Bleh. So okay, but you are not killed outright, which is really good. But you guys,
What is the 4d6? Oh.
the 40
Wait. It has to exceed my current or max?
max.
Oh. Right.
Yeah. So you're
Not outright.
you're
Not yet. But...
You're not killed outright. But these bugbears sneak out of this secret door, and one slams into the side of Ash's head, nearly knocks him out. The other two just rain blows down on Bones and basically club him unconscious. And then we go back to the top of the round, and it is Bugbear numero uno. And he's going to rush over to the other side of Ashes, and he's going to try to finish Ashes off. So,
Finish that ass.
13. Unfortunate.
Yes.
Nope. All right, Matashtai. Your attention is drawn to this clatter. These attacks launched against your allies. You see Bones go down in an instant, and Ashes is now surrounded. What do you want to do?
Well, that ain't good.
Nope.
But I was gonna heal anyway, so I'm gonna pull the Staff of Healing off my back, twirl it above my head, and slam it into the ground.
Okay.
Slam it into
Mass
the
Cure.
bones.
Mass Cure wounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Sound as good as. All right, so that is 14 health to everybody.
Yep.
Very nice. Okay.
Plus 14. Unbled.
Unblet.
Unbleh.
Unblet. All right. Anything else for your turn, Matashtai? You want to move? Take bonus action.
I am going to step up here.
Okay. Try to
going
get
to
in the way, interpose a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to take the dodge action or patient defense.
Yeah, don't you have to have a key point for that?
I don't think you
Didn't
have
we
any
do the
key
short
points.
rest?
Yeah. So,
No. I get all of them back.
Oh.
yes. Yeah, you got.
Welcome to monks being OP.
Yeah. No. Well, no. That's fine.
Don't
You
think that's
guys.
ever been
You
said.
guys. I don't like to do the. You're taking a short rest, but you don't actually get the effects of it because that seems bullshit.
Well, I was gonna say then we should have set our health back and like Zach
Yeah,
be hella
absolutely.
fucked now.
Zach would be so dead. He'd be the deadest thing in existence. No. So okay, you're good, and then Ashes, you're up.
It's okay, I've got another character idea we could implement this session.
Being blindsided by damage he didn't see coming, it angers him greatly, and he's going to hyper transformation.
Transformation. You know what our
I
next.
also
You know
am.
what you need to do now, right? We have this wonderful art again. Let's plug reroll.co, right? For the wonderful pixel art. It's fantastic. Go check it out if you have not done so. But you know what we need to do now? We need to make you a werewolf version.
Yeah.
No.
Did you really just do that?
I just
Really?
I just said
Really?
version.
Yeah, no, I heard
Go
it.
to the corner.
And
I will
then
not soon forget this.
I can make it a changeable token so that we can flip it from human to werewolf.
I don't think there are werewolf options on reroll.
Oh, come on now.
I'm pretty certain there's no lycanthropic options.
Dang. All right,
I might be able to work
Reroll.
something out with Baxi,
Reroll.
but
We can
Let's
make this
do it.
happen.
let's do it.
Also, I could just probably make it myself.
Sure. All right, you claw.
But,
Who you
Jeremy,
clawing?
does a 26 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Too bad, because it's a crit, you bitch. Yeah, it does.
You have disadvantage. Roll again.
And
Who are you attacking? Who's your target?
The one that tried to flank me.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so you rend across his chest. He is hurty-dirty. The 15 actually doesn't hit.
Okay.
Yeah, he is able to fend you off on the second strike.
End of turn.
End of turn. Sounds good. All right. Second Bugbear. He ain't dumb. He gonna swat Bones. Swat.
All right, I'm almost. Oh, I'm not almost. Yeah, that'll hit. I'm
Bones
dead again.
goes. He goes. Whack. Bones
Don't
goes.
you have your reaction now, though?
No,
yeah.
you don't. Do you? I thought it's oh.
Because this isn't surprise anymore.
Are we still in the first turn?
Yeah, no, you're in the. This is the actual turn. This is everyone's turn now. So is that a? I don't know. I don't know the mechanics there, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it you get your reaction once you have your turn, or is it you get a reaction period?
No, yeah, it's fucking God. I just read it. Hold on.
I honestly don't know. This is one of those super noodly parts of D&D that doesn't happen very frequently. I think, right?
It's like the
What do you-
first turn or something like
What
that.
are you trying to do again, Zach?
It's
React.
questioning whether or not he has his reaction now. Because
You
when you
can't
get
move or take an
surprised,
action on
you
your first
don't
turn
have
of the
your action.
combat, and you can't take a reaction until the end of the turn. Until the turn ends. So technically, my turn ended. I was
No,
just
you
dead
haven't
for
had
it.
a turn yet. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, then I still can't react.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Like, that's not me trying to be an asshole. But that's like
No,
you know.
I just had no idea where we are or
Yeah,
were.
yeah. So this is the first actual turn going down, and it hasn't been your turn yet. So you don't actually have your
Alright.
reaction yet. So okay,
Well-
so he swaps you, you go down, and then we.
How did everyone get to act then if they were surprised?
They made their surprise round, right? And now we're in the first turn.
That's not how that happens.
First
a
round.
surprise round. A surprise round means we're surprised we can't do anything and they go through. So technically, this would be the first round where I would have a reaction then.
That's what
So
I
that's
said.
what I was asking. When do you get your reaction?
In the first round of
Technically,
combat,
the
you
first
can.
round that you can actually do something.
So he has it if he wants to use it.
Okay, so but you, as soon as that round starts, you get your reaction. It's not on the first round that you can do something. When you get your turn, then you get a reaction.
A member of a group you can't, if you're surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of combat,
Okay.
which passed according to you.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
you
So
can't
they're
take
saying
a reaction until that turn ends, the first turn of combat.
gotcha. So that's saying the surprise round is the first turn of combat. Okay, then
So
yeah, you
that's-
absolutely. Then absolutely.
Surprise
you
is
can
the
use your-
condition that
Sure.
clears after your first turn.
I get you. Okay, so then yes, absolutely, you can use your reaction.
Then I react.
Then you react, you have the damage, and you are not bled.
Yeah. How
Okay.
much damage
You
do I
have-
You
fucking
take 8
6 health.
damage. Yeah, you have 6 health.
-8. Oh, now I have
Minus
minus
minus 72.
You're
oh,
dead,
God.
You are very
Oh,
dead.
God. How much am I supposed to have? 6?
6.
You're supposed to have 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Ezra, you're up.
Oh boy.
It's fine.
Ezra's gonna look at the guy that keeps butting on his kitty friend
Blah.
and say, "No!"
No. Okay. Hold person. Wisdom saving throw.
DC 15.
Oh, he definitely a held person.
He goes up for another. And then he's just frozen there.
Shiv
I'm
him!
gonna back up.
Shiv him from the ground!
Anything
And
else?
I'm gonna back up.
Oh, you're
Nope,
backing
I'm
up.
gonna back up and hope there's nobody over here.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's fine. Multiples of them get to keep going, so I'm sure they'll find a way to kill me.
Next, Bugbear is going to stay focused on. Actually, he's gonna roll a. No. What? No.
It's hold person,
Oh,
so
no.
they can't get shaken out of it.
No.
I
I'm
think he's
not.
decided
I'm
he's
not.
gonna come
They're-
kill
the
me.
bugbears aren't.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out whether or not Ashes turning into a werewolf in front of this bugbear is going to dissuade him from attacking Ashes or encourage him to attack Ashes. I
like to think that bugbears see something like that and like, I'm stronger than that, and they want to fight it.
I think
the
it's
measuring
less of that,
contest.
and I think it's more of a, oh god, smash it quick, smash it quick.
I mean, potato.
So-
Yeah, it's getting to where I want it to be.
That is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit me.
Not
Wait,
you.
who is
It's
he? Yeah, no,
Ashes.
it's Ashes.
That will also hit me.
So that is 11 damage reduced to 5 because you are transformed.
Correct.
So he hits you with a nice solid blow, right? And you barely even flinch from it, and he basically like visibly does the gulp thing, right? And then it's Bones' turn. Bones, you are prone on the
Step
ground.
to the toe.
You just got smacked. But you see
Oh,
this
I think if I
guy
attack- if I
standing above
attack
you,
him,
and
I
he's
have
just frozen in
disadvantage.
place.
I get up.
Get up.
Stab him
Stab him. You have
Disadvantage.
advantage.
with the main action with the stabbing. It's
Roll
stabbing
20
time.
decides to white screen.
Mighty Morphin stabbing rangers.
Mighty Morphin Stabbing Ranger.
21 hits.
21.
21 definitely hits.
And it's a crit because he's paralyzed. So
Yeah.
eat that. Eat shit, Jeremy. Hold on, let me
Eat
roll
shit,
another.
Jeremy,
fucking...
it's not me, it's a bugbear. The
All right, one
bugbear's
more
eating
day. Now I
shit.
get to roll with my snake attack twice. Oh, get snaked.
How much damage?
20 total damage.
He dead.
As a bonus
28.
action,
He's
as a
dead.
bonus action, I drink a potion. It's delicious.
But the thing is his body is still held upright even though he is dead. So
Can I make him
you basically
dance?
just like
Dance, my puppet.
you eviscerate him and he's just bleeding everywhere and the life leaves his eyes, but he still goes
Good, you fucking bitch.
so,
Yeah, isn't that a spell? It's like macabre something, dance macabre.
dance macabre.
or-
Yeah.
That's a dope spell. And then I drink a potion, and it's delicious.
It is delicioso. Fantastic. All right, let's
End
actually
turn.
jump over to All right. Go back to Bugbear numero uno. And he's going to try to smash you. Again, ashes. Smash.
23 will hit.
That's another 7 damage your way. And then it is Matashtai. So the bugbear to the south of you has been eviscerated. But there are still the 2 bugbears trying to basically to bash ashes to smithereens.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Good luck.
stroll over behind him and go to whap him upside the head with the staff of healing.
Have at it.
Oh, it's advantage, right? Because I'm.
Yeah, you have advantage.
I'll just roll that one more
Slightly.
time.
Okay.
Switch to advantage. Oh.
Oh,
Ugh.
unfortunato. No. I think maybe you actually do swap him. You're just not used to holding the staff of healing in a particular way. Oh, that one gets him though. Right? Just barely. 8 damage. Nice. Okay, so you managed to bonk him on the back of the head, right?
Now I'm
Concuss
gonna punch him in the
slightly.
kidney.
Kidney punch. Yeah. Kidney punch. That'll work.
Then I'm gonna flurry and punch him in the kidney again. Same kidney.
Same kidney. Do it again. You hit. You
Alright, that guy's unconscious. Heat the crowbar up.
you feel something. You feel something squish, and there's like the right, but he's still standing.
Damn.
Yeah. Beat the crap out of him. He's pretty close. He's pretty hurt. Anything else? Nope.
Negative.
All right, sounds good. Ashes. Your party is making short work of these surprise attackers, but you are not going to give in to your feral side, unfortunately.
Not gonna do it.
I had
well,
high hopes.
I am going to turn my back on the one I was striking to see the one that is much more wounded and also flanking with Matashtai.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna just try to finish this little piece of shit off.
Little piece of shit.
Give him the chop.
You hit,
Fuck this guy.
8.
and you tear out his throat,
Good.
snarling.
And then I'll take the claw that
Do the whole
has throat bits in it.
do the whole wolf rain and oh yeah, did you claw him? I was imagining like an actual snap and
I mean,
and
whatever.
everything. Well, you do you,
Other
fam.
guy.
Get him.
Yeah.
That's a failure. Please
Your nail
confirm the
breaks.
critical. You are fine. All right, all good, fam.
Nope, got a bonus action.
And
Ow.
please confirm that critical.
Your second nail breaks. You're gonna need a manicure.
You're fine. Oh goodness gracious! All right,
Good luck finding someone willing to work
that
with your
guy's
AIDS
dead.
ass.
Ezra, concentration fails now because I think it has to be a living target. So, you know this guy's dead.
Creature.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
You're muted. It says it says choose a human you can see, a humanoid you can see. Doesn't say it has to be alive,
Eh,
but he would drop the concentration. 'cause
Either way, yeah.
Yeah. And he'll take a couple of steps in just so he can see the
Sure.
final assailant and summon a familiar oozing.
Big
Nice.
hand.
Not a crit,
So
but nice.
it's not a critical because I don't have advantage, so it's for
Still-
necrotic.
Nice slash. He can't heal. All good.
Yep. It is my turn.
Fantastic. All right. A Bugbear Dos is dead. Bones, you're up.
Whoa.
Take revenge.
5, 10, 15, 20, 21. Hey.
Don't lose.
I draw my other
or
dagger.
don't miss.
I have the double smack in the smacks.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Be fucking. That's the short sword attack. Be snucked. Yeah, all right. Snick a snack.
He's very dead. You bound around him and basically kidney shot him. He dies, bellowing in anger. Right. He slumps forward, still trying to swing at Ashes, but unable to effectively do anything. And we swap back to regular music.
I go back
you
to
guys,
this one. I just start kicking him.
you guys survived the Bugbear ambush. Wow. It was super fortuitous that you guys short rested exactly here, wasn't it?
I just kick on him.
Oh,
Kick
fuck.
on him.
So was that the tension pool, or was that just a?
No, that I didn't roll for the
That was
tension
just a
pool.
situation?
The tension pool ticked up, but I chose not to roll for it because something else was already happening. So, real quick, you guys do get experience for that. You get 150 experience for the Bugbear ambush.
Do any of those bugbears look familiar?
Roll a. What would this be? Would we
You got
count?
Bugbear Bros?
Would this be like a perception or like a history check? I think it's more like a perception. You're trying to remember if they were familiar, not really history.
Said, hey, you look familiar, like my dead girlfriend.
No,
Cool.
maybe.
No?
Just wanted to see if it was one of them was the one that was stalking me earlier.
No.
Possibly. He's right behind you. No. Okay. So after that rude awakening, right? Adrenaline kicks on. You guys slaughter these 3 bugbears. Save bones. Save ashes. Right. And then find suddenly, right, your heartbeat spiking, and then nothing to fight again. Like, it's this familiar rinse and repeat down here in the dungeon. It's you encounter something, invariably something goes wrong, fight for your lives, and then
I now have stronger feelings about what I think we should do.
oh,
Yeah, what
do,
would you like to do?
do you?
Yes.
And that is
Elaborate.
We should kill everyone.
just kill everyone. Just kill everyone. Although I will
No,
say
I'm good.
this now.
Go back up top.
Before
because I'm
you-
real fucked on.
Before you lies a partially revealed secret sliding door.
All right, what's in here?
So
Hey,
as
I
you
made
head
it through
in-
a wall, Jeremy.
you didn't make it through a wall, that was also a second partially open sliding door.
Well, I made it. It looks like a wall to me, and now I'm through.
Oh, yeah. On the map, it shows like little wall sections. I don't know why they designed the map that way. These are secret doors, right? But they just have it as walls. So it's like that period. So you guys begin to filter in, and you see there one section goes north and one section goes south. And
What's up north?
as you peek around the northern section, Matashtai, you see this alcove has an arch embedded in its back wall. Carved into the arch's keystone is an image of an insectoid creature with feathery antennae and a long tail with a bony protrusion.
Is it prehensile?
One more time, what does it look like?
It is an insectoid creature with feathery antennae and a long tail with a bony protrusion.
At the end of the tail?
Yeah.
Is it a rattlesnake?
You could make a history check, Matashtai, to try to, if you recognize...
Matashtai?
Matashtai. To see if you recognize the creature.
I have low expectations for this roll.
Is it Karibo from Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's familiar, right? There's something that like tickles the back of your mind, and you're like, oh, it's shit. It's one of those
bugs.
Gotta give me something. Gotta give me something.
Special
here.
bug.
Special bug.
So
Special bug.
I'm sorry. Role play.
Hold on, I need you to
Matashtai
redo that in Matt's voice.
So shit. Is the
You live in Texas. Southern
What
drawl.
is that
Should be
gall
easy for you.
darn
It's a
son of a gun?
What the hell
it's
kind
one
of
of-
bug is this?
It's one of them. It's reddish and it metal. It doesn't lack. No, it really lacks metal. That's
Doesn't
what
look
it
like
is.
a bitch.
Does
I know
it
what
like
it is.
A rust monster?
The
We're not
name
all-
the name
Yeah, that's the one.
the name
That's the
escapes you, right, Matashtai? You didn't quite roll, for just perfect recall on it, but you kind of like you recall enough to be like, yeah, it's this thing. And between the four of you, right, like chatting about it, talking it back and forth, you guys can basically come to that conclusion, because those types of critters are kind of infamous styles of creatures. They're like, stories get told about them as much as things like trolls do.
So it's just a picture of one of them.
Yeah, well, it's like a little engraving that's into the keystone itself.
To a keystone.
The keystone is just the capstone of the archway, right? So the arch bends forward, and as it begins to arch, it would fall. Gravity would cause it to fall, but the keystone, right, locks it in place because the pressure from the archway pushes onto the keystone.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reiterate this because Mitch was not here last time, right? But this is the same style as the archway you guys found last week, and that one had the dead tree on the keystone.
Oh, so we just have to throw a rust monster at the archway and it'll open.
Yeah, there you go.
Or maybe, put some sort of metal on it? Because
Or just touch it. Just try
Or
and touch it.
maybe it's indicating metal.
It's
Or we just throw a rust monster.
absolutely
What
it's
if
a
the-
rust monster. I don't know what
What
like
if the symbol is
carry
saying
around
where
a
it
monster?
goes? Like it correlates to like a floor, not
Alright,
necessarily
well,
how you have to open it.
I got a hammer. It's got a metal head on it. I'm gonna touch it to the archway.
what kind of hammer is it?
Like a hammer?
The
Yeah.
kind with a metal head.
I'm just
Fuck
fucking
off.
with you.
It's a ball
rubber
pin hammer. I don't fucking...
Assumption would be that it is either an iron or steel hammer.
Could
Oh,
be a
no.
wood hammer.
I'm not that fancy. It'd be an iron.
It would be an yeah. So, you touch the this kind of like open entryway, right? with the hammer. And the archway from bottom to top goes and fills up with this grayish, murky liquid, and
Ooh, this is like a portal.
and forms this full-on portal.
Well, the way we found out the last portal
The
went to a certain.
hammer turns to rust.
It's fair.
Peace out, hammer.
I'm not touching.
All right, well. Probably not useful that we open that.
Last time we
Everyone,
went to almost go through there, we got yelled at by incorporeal voice.
sorry, I forgot to last time.
You forgot to yell at us in incorporeal voice?
I did. No, I forgot to give you guys the experience reward for figuring out the gate. So this one, you get 150 experience for the Deadwood gate, and then you get 150 experience Rust gate.
So plus 300.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Very good.
Very good.
So, does anyone interact with the gate other than opening it?
Yeah,
Y'all want to go through this?
The only way we're gonna find out. So the way we found out the level this one went to was we tried to enter it, and then Miss Lady Creepy Voice told us, "Stop! This one goes to 5. You'll probably die."
Who the fuck's
I
Miss
don't-
Lady Creepy Voice?
You know as much as we do at this point.
Yeah, the out of character, or I mean, you were there, so yeah, out of character. There was when we tried to enter the previous portal, somebody spoke in our mind, telling us, "You don't know who I am. This conversation never happened. This goes to floor 5. Don't go in there. You'll die."
Not
And
just that. Literally, like Ashes touched the portal. Like Ashes tried to go through it. It
Yep.
actually stopped him. Like it prevented him
Oh,
from
okay.
going into the portal. He could not.
He was
Go into the
barred
portal.
entry.
So
Boom, 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 boom.
unfortunately,
So,
I think
Ashes?
the only way we're going to find out where this goes is to upset this person again.
Okay. Rust
Maybe it's a
monster
different person.
portal. Alright, well, we're kind of fucked up, so we might want to heal up a little bit before we, make an attempt on this. Bones, get your ass over here.
Yep, I'm
Bones,
here.
if while everyone
13
else had been kind of like
HP.
looking at this portal, you had peeked into the southern room, let me tell you
had
what you
peeked.
would have seen.
Yes, tell me
Alright.
what I would have seen, Jeremy.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Are you
twirl
okay?
the staff around, move into a kata, and then like tap Bones real quick twice, and cast 2 cure wounds on him.
This long room, Bones,
Yeah, heal the Christ out of me.
looks like an ancient armory. It
Oh,
contains
God.
dozens of suits of plate armor, scale armor, chainmail, scores of shields, battle axes, morning stars, war hammers, war picks, and javelins, all in
Wow.
neat, orderly rows, trays, right? Lining the walls and down the center, one big aisle of them. Most of the items look to have deteriorated to the point of being useless or irreparable. Rust has eaten away at the metal, and the just kind of inherent chill and dampness has rotted leather straps and bindings on shields and armor. Half embedded in the floor, in the middle of the room, basically about... How far do you have a vision?
I don't know.
Pop you down
fucking
here.
normal.
Basically about as far down as you can see, right? So over here, right,
Yeah.
is a 1 foot thick, 6 foot diameter stone sharpening wheel. Next to the wheel is this little blocky stone bench, right? And a pedal. And weapon and armor racks are all up and down this place. And there's just a thin film of dust and cobwebs throughout, except, right, it's very obvious that there are tracks of 3 bugbears that seem to have been very recently rifling through this place. So that's what you see. There are valuables here. In the shields, armor, right? There are little sacks or satchels that you can see from where you're at, right? Here or there throughout the room. So, that's what you see as you glance in. And then Matashtai calls you up and heals you. Okay, so you're now back up there now, right?
Hey, what's up? Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Meow.
Yeah, no problem.
Meow.
Sorry, what are we doing? What are we doing, Meow?
Really? Are we going Super Trooper?
Do I look like a kitty cat to you? Jumping all nimbly bimbly from tree to tree?
Stop that right now.
I kind of take a step back and motion to my left. And I say, looks like we found some sort of portal. I think we're gonna check it out and see what happens. I just want to make sure that you were a little bit healthier before we did so.
Yes, I am a small amount more healthy now. Yeah.
You are.
I apologize. The first one kind of got away from me. Didn't like getting. I don't know how this magic thing works yet.
So how many?
Same.
So that's actually with the mass cure wounds and the 2 regular cure wounds. How many charges do you have left on the staff? You have 1. That's okay. It's down to the 1. Gotcha. All right.
Not gonna get used.
I didn't think we were that close, but apparently we are.
Mass cure wounds
Takes a
cost
lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
I had
Everybody
used 2 in
Previously.
a previous session,
Gotcha.
and then I used that one, and then 2 more.
Everybody dies.
All right. So you are all gathered now before this opened portal,
One meow.
right? And it's
I'm gonna put the staff away.
how long did that take? Right? In between
Don't pull up a ton of
in between
materia.
talking about it, in between opening the portal, hauling Bones over, healing him, what you guys have been talking about since then, about how long do you think that has taken in your mind?
Less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe like 5.
Minute and a
Five,
half.
5, 10 minutes max.
I wasn't even gonna say 5 minutes. Jeez, y'all.
I was
Holy
gonna
crap.
say 1 minute. It takes me less than 6 seconds to trot over you here. 12 seconds for
absolutely.
you to heal me.
Yeah.
All right.
While I continue
I'm just saying.
2
I'm saying
minutes.
between like the talking about everything.
It's gonna take us 2 minutes to do this.
I'm gonna say.
whole
I'm gonna say.
process.
I'm gonna say it's probably closer to 1 minute. It should not take very long.
Okay.
As you all kind of turn back, the portal goes,
All right. Well,
And it
I use my hammer.
goes
I
back
ain't do-
down.
Well, you know what? Well,
So
fuck,
this is
I'm
a
gonna walk
reoccurring
down.
theme now that you
Here.
guys have seen, right, at this point, that it looks like these portals, whenever you open them, they only stay open for a limited amount of time.
I'm gonna go grab a piece of shit weapon from
Can,
here.
can we guesstimate?
And I'm
how
It's
gonna,
about a
long?
minute. Yeah, it's about a
It
minute.
is a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna grab one of the many weapons in here that are
Sure,
made of
yeah,
metal.
you can, there are
And I'm gonna-
hundreds in here that you could,
I'm gonna melt the sword into this portal again.
yeah, so you touch it, and again, it just whoosh, turns to rust, and the
Right me out.
goes, fills up, shimmering, right?
Also, let's say I grabbed another one, and after the portal's open, I stick another sword in there to see if anything metal gets consumed.
Nope.
Or is it just like the cost to open it?
Looks like it it does what Bones's 10-foot pole did. Like, it goes through. You feel no resistance
us
on the other side.
Like, theoretically, if we are able to walk through this portal and you're not going to be like, okay, everything on you that's metal has now disintegrated.
Not that you're aware of.
Right.
You pull it back, and it doesn't. The portal does not seem to have done any harm to it.
Okay. I'm going to assume that's the case then.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing now that the portal is reactivated?
We're going through the portal. Here we go. I'm going to do just like last time. I'm going to put my hand against it and start pushing on it. Here we go.
Okay, so Ashes steps forward and puts his hand on it, and again, just like last time, his hand touches the silvery surface, and it goes maybe like a centimeter into the liquid, and then just stops.
Okay.
And then you hear a voice that says, "Jesus Christ, are y'all stupid?"
It says, "What the fuck is wrong with y'all?"
I swear to fuck.
No, you actually hear almost exactly the same thing that you heard last time. You hear an echoing feminine voice in your mind that says, "No, stop. You are not strong enough."
This is a pre-recorded message. You have
Right.
to ask the correct questions, detective.
What floor does this portal go to?
I'm sorry, I only have a predetermined number of responses. You have to ask the correct questions.
To progress in English, please press 1 now.
Zach's got it. So yeah, you guys
white guy.
are barred entry. Is that what you ask, Ashes? Do you kind of just
Yeah,
like, what floor is this? You don't get a response this time.
All right. Well, text.
Text to speech.
Portal to floor. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Boom!
Alt.
All right, guys. Hey, there's a whole
There
bunch
we
of shit
go.
down here. Let's loot this sanctuary.
It's a podal.
That is a podal.
It's a podal.
Hey, just so y'all know, the bugbears definitely came from down there. Let's go. Woo!
So you guys hands off, pull back away from the portal.
Yeah, I
say
mean,
nothing else?
We haven't met the fucking requirements for the room of requirements. What's the point?
Do we really want to keep exploring, or do we want to,
Yeah, it's
Always
fine.
keep
Let's explore.
exploring.
It's fine.
You at least got to explore the secret rooms. Come on now.
Yeah, how much
There's
further could we
absolutely
possibly
nothing
go?
that can go wrong.
Agreed. Let's go.
Really long hallway. There's definitely not something
Look, it
bad.
fucking ends
So-
already.
There's
So-
no words, Jeremy.
So you guys find yourselves, right? You begin walking down this long armory. And you see these rows and rows of armor stands and weapon stands full of old, rusting, decayed weaponry and armor and shields. But you also see things of value here or there. You see this one shield, right, has 2 gems studded into it, flanking
We should take all things of value.
a symbol. It's there are a number of small things like this, right? There are a handful of satchels throughout the room. It is not difficult for you guys to surmise via the tracks that are in here, right? That all of the satchels that are in here, the tracks come right up to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the satchels match nothing else in the room. So,
That's probably where they kept their shit.
you guys want to take all of these things?
Everything valuable.
Take everything valuable. Everything valuable. All right. Oh boy. You guys ready?
Yes.
How
Check
long
for
do we
traps.
spend sorting through this armory for everything that's valuable?
Going through everything that you guys are about to do, it's pretty easy to identify the things of value. Right, the gemstones are of value. The satchels that you guys look into that are full of coinage are of value. Right, those types of things are of value. It'd probably take you guys about 10 or 15 minutes to ransack the room. So,
Nice.
if that is what you guys are doing,
I'm ransacking. I'm in full-on ransack mode.
you find a bunch of stuff.
Full on ransack.
You find within the satchels a small treasure hoard. You find 500 copper pieces, 3,000 silver pieces, 2,200 gold pieces, and 130 platinum.
See,
Hell yeah.
now it makes sense for us to go up.
You also, throughout the room, on various suits of armor, shields, and in the pommel of one particular rusted-through sword, you find a series of gemstones that are of some worth. Are you guys? I'm gonna be straight up with you. I love doing things like actually writing out the names of gemstones. Are you guys gonna do anything aside from sell these gemstones for money?
Being completely honest, cannot.
What kind of
be-
gemstones are they?
None of them
For spell
are.
component.
None of them are spell component gemstones,
Okay,
as far as I'm
then
aware.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's Chalcedony, Jasper, Moonstone, Sardonyx, Star Rose Quartz, right? A bunch of.
Unless they could have alchemical properties to be used at a later time.
Now, if you guys want to play around with those types of concepts, by all the means, right? We'll give you the bones treatment. We'll think about what we can do as far as like crafting scenarios go there, and we'll fucking develop something. So if you want to, sure, we can do that. But otherwise, for
Yeah, write out all
now,
the names.
I'll just give you the full copy pasta. But I'll also include the fact that there are 10, and they're 50 gemstones. So there you goes. And there is one last thing that you guys find that is at least suspicious in some way, shape, form, or fashion. At the end of the hall, you find a stone statue of a dwarf
Does have no
in
head?
robes, not in typical armor, but long flowing robes that kind of curl up as if they were waves, right? And he has these great pauldrons spinning up, and the stonework, the masonry, actually brings up out of his pauldrons this great like wind behind him, and he stands in a position and he has a hand out, one up and the other hand out pointed, and in this stony hand that is extended is a small rod, all burnt amber wand with 3 rings of purple
Nice, you can sharpen that.
around its tip.
Okay. Should we take that too?
Ezra is gonna pop his last charge of his Hasner Keda
Okay.
to cast Detect Magic on himself. And
Okay.
he is going to do a lap of this armory.
The only
Assuming
thing,
the wand is magical. Also looking for any sort of arcane trap that might be associated with it. And anything else magical in the room.
The only thing magical in the room, aside from you and your fellows, is the wand held by the statue.
Ezra is going to summon his mage hand and, being 30 feet away from the statue, attempt to remove wand from the statue.
Sure. It does not budge.
Ezra tries again.
Still does
And
not
again.
budge. You guys
Again.
watch Ezra basically like doing the like.
There's like sweat coming off of his brow. Well, it's more than 5 pounds. Can Ashes? You wanna help me out?
If this is cursed, you're paying for it to be removed.
Okay.
Okay, so Ashes, you head over to the statue.
Yeah, I'll head over to the
Extended wand.
statue, grab the wand.
Okay.
Actually, before I start pulling on it, I poke the statue. Does it seem to be covered in like goo, like a slime, or maybe like a mimicky creature?
It does not. It feels as though it is stone.
All right,
Sure.
I'll start pulling.
It resists. You pull and pull and pull. This wand is like held tight.
Is it made out of the same substance as the
Absolutely
statue
not.
itself?
Nope. Absolutely not. Quite clearly a different substance. It's just this statue has a firm grip on it, maybe?
So we're heading back up after this, right? That's the impression. All right. While Ashes is pulling, he's gritting and straining, and slowly but surely, his transformation starts coming out. Yeah, and that gives him like advantages on strength checks and shit. Does that do anything? I won't transform and see if that doesn't give me any kind of.
You can roll me an athletics check. Your DC is 25.
Do I get advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, this might be a special scenario. 25?
It breaks in half.
You pull and pull and pull, and the stone gives way at the wrist and shatters. And
Oh,
the wand
great.
and the hand, and you all come off, and you go flying backwards, right? Boom! Land on the ground, right? And then you're holding this thing, and you look up at it, and the stone fist clenched around the wand, snapped off at the wrist, starts to crumble, and like this little shower of stone and dust kind of like rains down on you as you're kind of like on your back looking up at it. And the whole thing, now severed and destroyed, right, crumbles from the outside in, and you see as it crumbles, there's this mechanism up through the wrist and then around the actual wand itself, like holding it within the fist itself.
So there's an easy release mechanism
You can
somewhere
see,
in the room.
yeah, you look back up and you can see like the tip of this mechanism is in the arm and just going in it, but you have no idea what it's attached to.
Where the release actually is.
Yeah.
Ashes will take the wand, put it in his mouth, walk over to Ezra on all fours, sit down and start wagging his tail, offering him the...
Jesus.
No, that's fucking no.
Ezra will summon his mage hand to pat him on the head.
Pat.
You're a good boy.
Pets.
I'd like to walk
Pet
up behind
Dripping
Ashes
purple
and,
ooze coming off of the
Oh,
skeletal hand.
I'd
But
like
yeah,
to walk
yeah.
up behind Ashes and
Ashes
do whatever I have to
will-
do 1 damage to him to cause a fucking check. Now that he's working with Ezra.
Oh god.
That
As he
that
sees the
Ezra-
creeping, Ezra steps away.
Nope, it's too late. The deed has been done.
Oh.
We're not in combat. There are no turns. I don't have to make any saves.
That's true. So,
so is there actually stone still adhesive?
no. As it begins to crumble away, the mechanism is revealed, and then the rest of it's easily removed. Right?
Okay.
Whatever mechanism had been created to hold this thing, Ash's sheer strength has torn asunder.
How heavy is the wand?
Not. It's I want to say it's
Not.
less than, well, nope. It is 1 pound, Ezra. It is 1 pound.
Because I have 1.4 pounds to work with right now.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
I will collect the
Mm.
any descriptors on the wand. It had
So it is a
crystals?
burnt amber wand, and it has 3 rings around its tip that are purple.
Hey, that might be the one we need to open up that mirror.
Yeah, we need something with charges. So
Yeah, it might have a charge-based spell in it.
I am hoping
might
it is
not.
a wand of magic missile.
I hope it's a wand of give to bones.
Wand of give to bones.
No.
No. Okay.
Would
All
you like the crown of blasting?
As everyone gathered,
Maybe.
you guys have gathered all of the various satchels, right, that have the coinage in them, the precious gemstones, and now this wand. What would you like to do now?
What did you
We
say the
will leave the
gemstones were?
dungeon.
50 gold apiece?
Yeah, they're 1050 gold gemstones.
10.
Oh, hey, well, it's been a big day, boys. I think we should just leave the dungeon.
I think it's time to leave the dungeon.
All right, let's.
Hey, before we leave the
back
dungeon, though,
up.
I've always wanted to try this, and I want to sit down. I'm gonna get some piece of shit weapon. I'm gonna sit down at the fucking sharpening wheel. I'm gonna try and sharpen it.
Mm.
You
With
could
some-
use a whetstone.
With some piece of shit weapon, right?
Yeah, nothing good. Only piece of shit.
Okay. That you just pick up from the room? What do you pick up?
Yeah,
what
I
do
put
you
on
grab?
I put on gloves first because I don't like that.
Sure.
Shit.
What do you grab?
I pick up a dagger.
Okay. You pick up a little
Dig.
dwarven
You
dagger.
dig it.
It's pockmarked, right, with age and rust.
Yeah, I pick it up.
And you pick it up and you spend a few minutes. You sit down on the bench, right? It feels a little
Yeah,
it
it's
feels
like-
a little foreign
like,
to you, right?
It's like almost the same thing, guys. It's just like, you know, more fucking resilient.
Sure. And so the whole thing, it seems it's too small for you, right, to be comfortable, right? But you position yourself and
I am
you
a large cat.
press the wheel, or you press the pedal in, and the wheel slowly, kind of like unwillingly, right, with time and grime, it's all clogged up. So, but it goes, right, and it's just like groaning in resistance as you press down the pedal, and then you press again, and it lightens and it lightens, and each press of the pedal gets easier and easier as the stone begins to turn and the wear and grime kind of just fade away, get knocked out of its cracks and crevices, and suddenly the sharpening wheel is a blur, and you take the knife and you begin to sharpen it upon the wheel, and it takes you a few minutes, right, to
Oh yeah,
Kinda-
I'm sharpening, boys.
you kind of get into it, right? It's a kind of cathartic activity, and at the end of it, it is still a piece of shit rusted dagger.
But it's a sharp piece of shit.
It is incredibly sharp, actually.
Hell yeah.
Some might say a +1 sharp.
Wow, that's sharp.
The edge to this dagger seems to have some sort of masterful keenness to it.
Oh, that is masterful.
And as you bring away the blade, the whole thing kind of groans and sputters, right? And then just grinds to a halt.
Interesting.
If you want to mark that down, that is currently a masterwork dagger.
Shit, nice dog.
And you play Masterwork as a +1 damage, but
It is
no bonus to hit.
Yes.
Too bad it's metal.
It's metal.
Does
It's
anyone
also
want this? I
not
don't want to have it on myself. Here, Matt, have this.
Thank you. I will swap
you're
out
welcome.
my belt knife for the masterwork dagger.
Sure.
It's a rusted piece of shit.
It's a rusted
Oh,
piece
it's
of
rusted?
shit.
Oh
Yeah.
hell no, I don't want that. I
It's-
put it in the bag of holding
It's
like
pockmarked and rusty and worn with time. The handle on it, right, is barely existent because most of the wood is rotted through, but the edge is sharp as shit right now.
Yeah, I've got some not bullshit hilts. You want me to fix that?
You do, actually. Only take you a few minutes to bind that all up and get nice and new and
2 specifically not bullshit hilts.
Yep. So, after that,
Fuck it, we just leave this piece of shit here.
are you just leaving the dagger there?
I mean, I don't want it unless somebody else wants it. I don't deal with that shit.
Okay.
I just wanted to see what it would do.
Sure.
I feel like if I put bone to this thing, it will just fucking disintegrate.
It seems possible. Who knows?
I know. I'm a bone crafter.
He's a
Fuck you.
bone crafter. All right. So is the plan now to head back up top?
Yes,
guys-
sir.
Do you guys have any
I'm
plans?
ready to leave.
Do you guys have any plans to stop along the way, or are you guys good to fast travel?
I don't remember
Fast
anything that we
travel.
wanted to do on the way
Fast
back
travel.
other than explore possible things that we passed while we were taking care of the house
We
stuff.
can do that on the way back.
All
The only
right.
reason I would want to stop would be to fucking brief Pibbles and Bits if they showed their asses up. If
Sure.
they don't show up and I see them in the goddamn fucking market on the way back,
Couple in beds.
what the fuck are their names?
Pibble.
Squig and Pibble?
Pibble and groin.
Oh, I thought it was Pibbles and Bits this whole time.
No.
Fuck. Whatever. I would just want to be harassing the fucking recon squad if I don't see their asses out.
So if you catch them back in the goblin market, you want to harass them.
That's right.
So, the tension pool as you guys fast travel will tick to 6. So, at 6,
Is that when it forces a roll?
at 6 we force a roll. So, I'm gonna roll 66. If we get a 6, something happens.
Oh, shockingly not.
Whoa!
Wow. Really
Incredibly unlikely. Holy shit.
4 ones.
Damn. So you
The game's
guys,
like, nah.
you guys go unmolested,
Thank
all the
God.
way back up to. I'm gonna grab all your tokens. Nobody move. I'm gonna say, you guys make it back to the Goblin Market. Boom.
Boob.
Boom.
Oh. There's the boob.
All right. Pibble and Groin are nowhere in sight.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys just leaving to go up to the second floor?
Yes.
Good.
First
we
floor.
leave.
All right.
We
First
leave.
floor. So you guys go onwards up. I'm gonna put you to this portion, and then we go to the second floor. With the tension pool having already been reset, it is very unlikely that you guys are going to meet anything along your way. So, Ashes.
Yes, sir.
Roll me a 1d100.
Big numbers. Roll.
If it's below a 25, something might happen. You guys travel the 20-30 minutes up the stairs to the first floor and then wind your way through the carnage. The carnage of the carrion crawlers and goblins that you have left behind, right? And then you travel. Actually, just gonna put you guys back up here. You guys travel all the way back to the Yawning Portal. And you find yourself...
we're back.
I
Everyone drop a gold.
subtract 1 gold from my inventory so that I may ascend in style.
I
Gotcha.
hand over a gold as well.
Ashente.
Okay. So, you guys head up into the Yawning Portal. And we're going to kick over to the start page real quick. And as you guys find yourselves getting pulled up into the Yawning Portal, you find it's actually mid-afternoon. You guys actually spent a decent time down in the dungeon this time around. It wasn't like you went down at 8 a.m. and came out at 10 a.m. You know, like you guys actually you went down because the trek through the first level takes a little bit of time, and then traveling down to the second level takes a little bit more time. And you guys were down exploring the second level for quite a while. You did everything with Halath. You rested twice, I think, while you were down in the dungeon. So that's a couple hours each apiece just on that. So you guys actually come back, and it's been over half a day. It's been, 3/4 of a day. And you come back to kind of the early crowd, right? It's not quite into the evening, but it's all of those people that get here a little early, right?
The drunks.
The soon-to-be drunks, right?
Do we see Obaya?
She is at her normal table, yes. Obaya doesn't seem to go any places, so it's kind of a rarity when you don't see her here. She does all of her business out of the Yawning Portal. So, say what?
I would shuffle over.
Okay, sure. She'll see you and welcome you, right? Ask how
Do we have
you are
anything
doing.
else? Guys,
The only thing I have is that scroll case, which you refuse to look at.
Oh, the scroll case from Minna?
well, I can guarantee that I cannot carry it right now because I have 0.3 pounds.
You can
of liquid.
carry
Your
it. You
movement
just
speed is
lose
Actually,
movement speed.
Jacob, it only weighs 0.25 pounds. So yes, you
Ooh.
can, motherfucker.
There
Alright,
you
I'll
go.
take it then.
Oh, now you'll take it.
So if I'm remembering correctly, and you guys
Yes, it's for midnight.
might remember other things, but I think the only things that you have identified as
That I
magical, but haven't had identified are this wand, that scroll, and the skull, the glass skull.
I didn't know we'd
Oh, yeah, the one in
identify
the
that as
middle of the-
magical, but now
I
that you
thought
say this,
you-
yes, I believe it is magical.
I thought you guys had, but I might have misremembered.
I don't remember if that was around when I did my detect magic or not.
I don't remember.
I
but
don't know. Regardless of the fact, it's fucking weird, and I would let her look at it.
we would present these items and say, "We found stuff."
Yay! She is especially pleased about your finding things. She loves it. So real quick, take long. She does identify the wand as a wand of magic missiles.
Yes.
Give it to me, please.
Someone is lucky there. Where's the other?
Take that off of my
thing?
spell list.
No, you can't. You're a sorcerer.
You can relearn as a
At
sorcerer.
every level,
Every
I
time you level.
place a spell.
No,
Absolutely.
never.
Never.
Just a standard wand.
Yeah, it's just a standard wand of magic missiles.
Do I? Does it have a set of number of charges?
It
I
comes.
remember.
It is full.
That one's...
Yeah, it
Okay.
comes with 7 charges. And is currently full.
Same. I'm full as fuck.
The scroll is a first level scroll for the spell Longstrider.
All right. Well, I don't know how to cast magic, so take this from me.
I assume that's something we would sell back to her because that doesn't do me a whole lot of good.
Anyone can cast a spell.
I thought you had to be able to cast something.
No, there's
like,
just
yeah,
a DC to see if you manage to do it, right? There's a chance to
if
fail.
I'm remembering correctly.
Lasts an hour, increases target speed by 10 feet for that duration.
Oh
So-
boy.
I mean, if we're going fucking goblin style rules, I'll take it right now. Ghetto.
Yeah, we're so far we have been trying to play by the rules. Aside from the bonus action healing potions, so that you guys don't absolutely die because you have no healer. So that's homebrew rule 1. Homebrew rule 2. You can fucking cast scrolls, because that's shitty that only someone that has it on their spell list can cast it. You just are less likely to cast it correctly. So,
That's how I like to play it too.
so every scroll comes with a DC to determine whether or not you can cast it. If you can't cast spells normally, you can read a scroll. It's just you have a significantly lower chance of it actually working. I have rules for it. Where is it? They're on the item, the shop, magic shop. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Zach, do you want that scroll or should we sell it?
Why? I mean, it's gonna sell for like 50 gold or something, right?
What was the scroll?
Long strider
Long Strider.
plus 10 feet of movement for an hour.
All right. You must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully. If the spell is not on your spell list, this check is made at disadvantage. If you cannot cast spells, you make an Arcana Intelligence check at disadvantage in order to cast it. And every level of spell has its own DC that is basically in correlation to the level. So a first level has a DC of 11 to cast. So for you to cast it, if you can't normally cast spells, you would have to make an Arcana Intelligence of 11 or higher in order to actually cast it.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage, yeah.
And if you fail, the scroll disappears and.
Yeah, the scroll is just consumed and wasted.
I mean, I
To no
probably
effect.
can't cast it, but how much does she offer for it?
For a first level spell,
I
Obaya
don't know why
will
we would just
offer.
sell it. We have so much money.
You really don't. But
There's a very low chance that I'm able to cast it, so.
For spell books. Oh, because it's a.
It's got a case too. Don't forget the case. Factor that in.
Irrelevant. It is a single-use item. She will give you 25 gold for it.
Yeah, we might as well just fucking keep it.
She normally will give 50 gold for first level spell books, basically, but since this is just a first level scroll, right? Then she's getting significantly. So 25 gold.
I'll just keep it and get Ezra to cast it on me later.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. And then the skull itself, she actually goes... When she identifies it, her eyes go wide, and she kind of exclaims...
Room 10A.
Right?
Second floor.
And she goes, oh, well, this is just very odd. The enchantment upon the skull is oddly specific. It casts an enhanced version of enlarge, but only
Damn, big
when absorbed by an ooze.
Well,
And
that is
If you
weird.
know a certain
Only
hallway
on the
that
creature.
gets cleaned regularly.
She looks at me. She says, "What a strange thing. I cannot fathom why someone would want this."
That is
so
strange.
And-
do you want it?
And she looks at it and she says, "Absolutely."
How much?
Well, it is a rather minor enchantment and horribly odd.
But,
We'll
but
count-
it's an enhanced version of a spell, so it's
See,
got to
oh,
be
oh,
a major
what it's
minor
for.
enchantment.
I know what it's for. Remember when I proposed the idea of the Ruzba? Like what you do is you take one slime, put it in there, and it gets really big, right? And you chop it up into smaller ones. You take one of the smaller pieces, put it back in the skull, which enlarge again, and you basically have free material forever.
Okay, counterpoint.
That's actually pretty clever.
What if we make
Aside
a
from them
space
trying to kill
suit,
you.
like a chest plate with a fucking aquarium on the back with an ooze in it, and we put this little thing in the ooze? Does that make the character wearing the chest piece big?
No.
No, it just
Just makes their their
Just make
backpack
you
overflow.
become enveloped
Yeah,
by
it just gives them a big ooze that is going to envelop them.
Yeah, this thing's goddamn useless.
It's absolutely useless. She will purchase it as the equivalent.
What if we take a tiny ooze and we
Sure.
put them in a tiny little, like, vacuum tube in an arrow, and then right behind it we have this thing that touches and they
I mean, maybe?
massive ooze.
Where are you gonna find a
How much is
tiny
she gonna pay
ooze?
for it?
Huh? She is willing to count the item as a common magic item, so she will give you 100 gold for it.
There's nothing common about this.
I don't fucking want this.
That's 2 potions. I think I'd rather have 2 potions.
An uncommon, keep in mind, an uncommon she only gives you 500 gold for. And most uncommons at least have purposes. This is basically like a novelty item.
Yeah, I don't care. If
but
you guys want
I
to say
guarantee you it's not common.
It's
I don't care either way. Whatever y'all want to do with
I
it.
refuse to accept the terminology common.
I refuse.
It
You
may
do you,
be
fam.
rare, but it's not useful.
Sure. And that is what she is basing her payment off of.
So 25 gold a person.
Sure.
Okay, 25 gold a person.
Sounds good. And she kind of delights in the fact that you guys sell it to her, and she oohs and ahs over it, right? Has a good time,
Ooze
and then she
and ahs.
she oohs and ahs over it, and then she
No.
puts it away. She pulls out little satchel, puts it away, and goes about her business. You guys are greeted, right? You're kind of seen as not quite regulars yet. Right.
We're only here every day.
I mean, well,
It's fine.
yeah, but you've only been here every day for like 10 days, you know? So it's but you guys are you guys are becoming noticed by the regulars, right? So you're kind of starting to earn that reputation as kind of like these young buck jump starts that are, braving the dangers of the Undermountain. We'll see how far they get before they, that type of conversation going on, right? But Durnan and Bonnie are there as always, smiling, taking your money, and wishing you well.
Do we want to stop at a gem merchant to trade in those gemstones, or do people have uses for them?
Unless we can
Probably.
find some other ramification.
I don't know what any of those are good for, so probably not.
So, 50, 10 gold, or 50
Yes,
gold,
50, 10
10 gems. Math kids, stay in school.
Please.
It's the same. It would just be a
that's gonna
lot
run you-
heavier.
Yeah, if you guys just stop by like the market, then you can easily get these sold off without much issue. So that would be 500 gold if you guys want to go that route.
I'm good with that. Is everyone good with that?
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm good with that.
Sounds
Buck
good.
25 a person.
You said a buck 25?
Yep.
A buck 25.
So after that, do you guys have any particular needs, or are you heading back home to fucking recuperate? Because goddamn, you guys got your. Well, you didn't.
Yeah.
You did the ass whooping. You just did the ass whooping so many times that you're a little tired
Got
now.
beat
You know,
Yeah, I'm good with heading back and taking
That's-
a nap.
that's what it is. Okay.
I mean, if we're already this far south, right? I guess I'll just go. You said I could like exchange currency at the guild, right? Not have to wait in fucking lines anymore.
Absolutely.
I'll go do that.
I'm just assuming you're gonna let me purchase shit like adventuring gear.
Yeah,
and
you guys.
stuff.
This is we don't have to like super time management this. Just tell me what you guys want to do over the course of the next couple hours, and you do it. So, Bones, you
I
go,
go to the guild
you
and
go
I exchange my
money.
currency down.
Awesome.
We good for bio break, Jeremy?
Sure. If anyone needs one, yeah, we can totally go to a bio break. Let's do that, and then when we come back, that'll give everyone a little bit of time to think about what they want to do before you bed down and we get back at it. So
64 plus
we'll
43.
see everyone back in a few minutes. Bye. everybody. Welcome back. We are gonna play some more Dungeons of the Mad Mage. So we left off. You guys are topside. I did want to revise something that I said earlier. It's not gonna change anything. I just want to make it like kind of lay out the setting or scene there a little bit more. When you guys go to do the whole like sell off the gemstones and everything like that, you have absolutely no difficulty getting that done. But the city is colder, right? It's a little more frozen. There's a thick a thick layer of frost and a thin layer of snow across the entire city, and a good like half of the places that are normally open at the Great Market are closed. So while you guys don't have any difficulty actually getting the mission accomplished, getting your gems sold, you do like you have this scenario where you're trouncing around through the snow, right, having to deal with the fact that the city in the winter months is slowly like calming and shutting down. That being said, though, you guys get that done. Bones, you stop off, exchange your money. What else did you guys decide that you would like to do in the hours leading up to, if anything, right? Because you guys don't have to do anything.
So are we able to do money exchange with the assumption of Zach's thing, or is that only a him thing and the rest of us?
No, that is only a him thing, because if he tries to start exchanging even a him thing, if he tries to start exchanging massive amounts of money,
guild life,
it'll be like okay, look, we can only do so much. You're coming in with way too much, right? Type stuff.
I'm a rich boy.
So would it be possible to swing over to the money changer?
Yeah, to the exchequer, you definitely can. Just takes a little while, no big deal. Actually, it doesn't take as long as it normally does, right? Because there's less commerce and trade happening right now. As the city begins to shut down, there's less business going on, which means there's less people depositing and exchanging money and doing that type of thing. So, is there anything else you guys want to do before we pop over to Troll Skull? Are we good with... So this is the 21st. Are we good with closing out the 21st?
Yes.
Okay, so we got one vote for yes. Anybody else?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Going once. Going twice.
Sorry, Andrew.
Sold to the highest bidders. Okay, so you guys do a few things around town before heading back to Troll Skull Manor to rest, nurse your injuries, that type of thing. Cine and the staff end up, recognizing that you have come home. They send food up to you. They are accommodating. Annelwing would probably offer to assist anyone, like if anyone needs like bandaging or things like that, right? They're pretty accommodating, and business is kind of slow at the moment. Again, so you guys rest. Everyone can gain the benefits of a long rest. You get.
I need some cord, Jeremy.
Some what? Some cord?
Some cord. Leather cord.
Okay. You probably buy that from one of the local shops. Something like
how much that cost me?
The bent nail would probably be pretty simple. How much are you needing?
That's a good question.
Like, if it's a small amount, it's probably going to be a pittance of maybe a couple shards. But if it's a large quantity, then it might... Again, it's still not going to be a crazy amount of money for you, but it might start adding into gold, Are you doing math?
I need...
Geometry in your brain there?
More than 7, but less than 30 feet.
More than 7 feet, but less than 30 feet. That's an
Somewhere
incredibly
around there.
large range.
Let's say 50 to be fair.
50
or to
feet
be,
of leather cord.
yes, leather cord.
One continuous? As in
No,
like
but none.
a spool of rope?
That would be fine, or just less than.
I don't know that it would be fine.
I mean, can't you just clip it?
Huh? No, I'm saying
it's
I don't
fine
know
for
that
my
anyone's going to
purposes.
have like 50 feet of continuous leather
Nothing
cord.
less than a foot.
Nothing
Nothing
less than a foot. Okay. Sure.
I prefer it to be in the width of fettuccine, but also dinner would be fine as well. As long as
Okay.
it doesn't go down to angel hair.
Sure, we'll get you some fettuccine leather cord. Let's say we do them in like 5-foot lengths, right? So you want
I
50
just don't
feet
have
of
the
it.
50 or...
So you're gonna
Yeah.
need 10 of these. And we'll say each is 2 shards. Actually, that's expensive
Okay.
for something like that. We'll say each is.
Well, I want it to be not garbage, so I'll pay the 2 shards.
No, it's even then it would be expensive. Probably say something like a shard. So if you want, so 1 gold for the whole shebang.
I pay the 1 gold.
And so that's who is that? That's crap. I can never remember his name. Because he's kind of forgettable, in my opinion. Which is rude. I apologize, but he kind of is.
That's fucked up.
What is his name? Full Skull Alley. Full. Tally, that's who it is. Talisolvenar.
Ephraim.
Tally Fellbranch.
Is he the fucking furniture maker?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the furniture maker. But he's the one
Alright,
who
I
would
got it.
have something like that in this area.
Word. I don't even haggle with him.
Sure. Sounds good. Okay.
I just pay
So you
for
guys
the neighborhood.
So you make this purchase. You guys rest for the evening. It is now the day of the 22nd. Are you guys heading back into the dungeon, or are you going to be sticking around in order to do your full hit dice restore? What's the plan, Stan?
We could go down for a little while and then take the 2-day stint after that to get the greater hit
We're
points.
never
We could
gonna
then-
just go down for a little while.
Ezra, there is no missive waiting for you
course not.
on
I
the
assumed
morning
it
of the 22nd.
I assumed as much because you hate me. Fine.
I assumed as much because rolls are rolls.
And tolls are tolls.
And tolls are tolls.
We don't
I
get
can
no
do
tolls.
either. It's
We don't
fine. I
get
mean,
no
if we take 1 day off, right? This is our first full day off.
Sure.
It'd probably be okay. We get back in bright and early.
Okay. So you guys spend
It's up to y'all. I'm okay with doing either, but I'm just letting you know my thinking.
Sure.
Well, Matt would definitely want to get back in. Because otherwise it's gonna go
Ashes
stir
is
crazy
also
up
going
here.
to be impatient. Maybe he doesn't say much, but you see him like sharpening his sword, just silently in a corner, just.
There's like a scene of Ashes sitting there sharpening his sword, and right behind him, like Matt's doing push-ups.
If we have a little bit,
Even
if
on
we have a little
like
bit of a
a-
split roll wise, right? Why don't we take a look at it mechanically wise? Who benefits? So from this long rest, what's everyone's? Because the main thing you guys are going to get from having another long rest is more time and hit dice. I think is anyone?
I am currently full.
I was gonna say, so who all is already full on hit dice? Because I think a couple of you aren't. So Ashes is full, Matashtai is full.
I'm only 1 down, but
You're
I
only
hide
one.
90%
You're only
of
1
the
down,
time.
and so Bones, you at 6, you've gotten 3 back, right? So you're at 3.
I'm at 3.
So you're at half. Okay. So
Ezra would
Mechanically-
be fine going down today with the assumption that when we come back, we'll wait for the
Sure.
graders to be done at that point.
Yeah, at that
Then
point
he'll
it makes
have a
sense,
day
and
of study.
I think mechanically it makes sense because you guys could wait one more day for the mechanical benefit, but only one person is really gaining the mechanical benefit, right? So if you guys want to play like mechanics games, you could go down and just throw Matashtai and ashes into the thick of things to get them beat up instead of bones. Well, I'm saying
Bones,
from a
stop
mechanics
getting caught.
standpoint, you know, like that's
Can
that's one way to think about it.
Sorry, you know, I just killed a beholder by myself, so obviously.
Oh, by
they're, you know-
himself,
Yeah,
absolutely.
because
by
Matt
himself.
wasn't littering it full of arrows or anything.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't. Absolutely not.
I was looking at.
To
it
be fair,
blindly.
I don't recall that.
Your quiver feels
Yeah,
it.
my quiver displayed
I
on it.
used a lot of arrows.
Yeah, he
do
just
you
tripped
need
and
to
dropped
refill your
some.
quiver while you're out and about?
I have 48.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
no, you have a bunch in your bag, don't
yeah,
you?
I also have like
Okay.
another like 100 something in
All
my
right,
bag.
I assumed.
Yeah.
All right,
Ash is going to recommend that before we go back down, offload things you don't absolutely need, and make sure you stop by Fauna and get some fucking potions. If you
Look,
don't, have
okay.
it.
I'm just gonna say we've been on a death march lately. I'll go back down, but I expect to take some time off soon.
Regardless of when we go down, offload, potion up.
I would like to,
nice.
Jeremy, prepare 5 arrows with gauze wrapped tips and oil,
Okay,
just to have those prepared ahead of time.
that's not difficult, so
Yeah,
it shouldn't be.
I was
should
just
be
letting
okay.
you know that I'm doing it, so I'm not just like, haha, I shot an arrow that has gauze and oil on it.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Just notate that you got them. No
Yep.
big deal.
All right, let me go get fucking 5 potions from what's her face from them.
From Fala? Sure. So again, right, we go back to that scenario, and we don't have to turn it into 50,000 different things, but you guys have been buying Fala out pretty much every other day, so they don't have a crap ton of potions, but healing potions you can find in abundance throughout the city of Waterdeep. So if you want 5 healing potions, you can find and buy 5 healing potions.
Yeah, I don't really
Some-
care. I just want
Some
5
of those
healing
might
potions.
come from Vala. Some of them might come from other alchemists that they recommend you to. That type of situation.
I'd
Okay,
also like
yeah,
to
I don't really care.
So you're gonna. How many are you buying?
5.
5.
Okay. Notate it on your gold and put it on your sheet.
Is it 50 each?
What are they fucking
It's
250 total or some shit like
Yeah,
that?
50 each.
Okay, 25 plat.
I mean, your tent will be worth the 20 pounds once you actually long rest, because if you guys long rest without certain things, you do risk, well, having a shitty long rest and not fully benefiting. Surprise! Anyways, so trying to think of, so you guys are going back today or not going back today?
So,
Okay. I mean, so doesn't have to be, but it sounds like the general consensus is that on the 22nd, having rested and healed up, recuperated a little bit, you guys head back down into the dungeon of the Mad Mage. Okay. Is there anything you guys need to do before you go down? Are we assuming an early morning start?
suppose so.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Let's kick on some music. All right, traveling through. Or everyone, please pay Durnan your monies. I gotta.
This is the best business model I've ever seen in my life.
This is why he's so freaking successful. And here's the shitty thing, though. He doesn't do anything with it. He doesn't. He just keeps running this fucking tavern for eternity. You know why?
Because it's profitable?
No. Because he's fucking obsessed and can't leave. He can't get too far away. The dungeon has a hold on him.
How far did Durnan make it into the
He does
dungeon?
never go in it himself.
He and Mert got pretty far into the dungeon. They delved deeply and became fabulously wealthy off of it. So, anyways, so you guys head down.
Not further, right?
Say what?
They got down to Skullport, if not further, if I remember.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They got much further than that, if I'm remembering correctly. So you guys head down, and before you guys go down, as you guys are prepping in the common area of the Yawning Portal, you hear a little bit of talking going on about a bit of a mystery, a bit of an issue that's happening on the first floor. And that is
Rachel wanted to say hello to everybody.
Hi guys.
hello.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
And that is you guys hear you hear that there's some sort of infestation or decay, some sort of crazy vermintide that is happening on the north portion of the first level of the dungeon. And a couple of people are talking about that some group of adventurers went traveling, have been focusing up there for a little while, for the past day or so, right? And they kept talking about these undead hordes that were up there, but they told the tale of finding a room straight out of horror that was overflowing with decaying, rotting meat, and
It wasn't me.
the buzzing of flies and maggots and swarms
Did we cause that one?
swarms of rats and other creatures were
Did we do that?
filling the halls. If you think about it, there might have been this one place that had a strange magical aura and had rotting flesh and food in it.
Was that the
Oh yeah, I
pillar
remember that
room?
place.
Huh?
Was that the pillar room?
No, that was the room kind of past the troll.
I believe that was room 118, somewhere thereabouts.
118.
Huh.
I remember the stinky room. I don't remember if that's the room we're referring to, though.
19A.
There you go, 19.
Oh, you were really close, Zach. Nice job.
Really close. It's past where you fought the manticores the first time around, etc. That whole
Were you
place.
showing me your phone? I don't know what that was.
I was scratching
It
my
was-
arm.
Oh.
But
That's a cool phone,
Scratching the
Zach.
back of my
but
arm.
that's
Thanks
kind
for
of
sharing.
that's the talk of
pretty
the
old.
tavern right now. is this crazy vermintide decay filled plague room that is going
Yeah,
on
that's-
in the
It's
north of
pretty
the
weird.
first level.
Good thing there's other adventurers. to do
Good
it.
thing there are other adventurers to investigate this stuff.
All right, let's start delving.
So you guys head down, and as you go, again, we'll fast travel. You guys have no intention on stopping anywhere on your way down to the second level?
So.
You sure? Because you
Yes.
guys do have.
all right.
Don't care.
No?
Is there ever
Okay.
one of those commercials where they
Oh,
just,
that's right. We got a wand with
look dead in the
treasures now.
camera
We
and
can
like
check out the
sound
mirror.
terrified?
Damn it, Jeremy.
Ezra apparently
What
doesn't
does the
want
wand
to,
do?
so
All right, so if you remember
There's
on
a
4-1,
mirror that takes a wand of charges to activate into a portal.
Let's go look at it.
Oh.
What, it's
Yeah,
just that we're somewhere we
apparently
can't
Jake doesn't
go.
want to for some reason. I don't know
he
why.
doesn't want to. Well, I guess
I
he
don't
still
wanna
has
use
magic missile. He can.
charges.
Oh, you're so
But you can still
stingy,
cast
Jake.
magic missile until you
Gosh.
want it again.
Jeez.
I want to know what's on the portal.
Okay. So do you guys,
Well, so do we all,
yay
but
or
he's
nay?
got
Do you
the
guys want to stop
wand
by
with
that?
charges.
I vote
Yes,
yay.
we are going to stop by the portal. Let's do
Okay.
it. Or the
So-
mirror.
Fine.
So that does, you guys travel down. As you come to the
No.
room or the clean hallways, right? I need everyone to roll, or not everyone. I need someone to roll me a 1d6.
I walk down each hallway and just shoot an arrow down it.
How many arrows do you got?
A lot.
Well, you can be the one who rolls me a 1d6.
Ezra already rolled it.
Oh, did
So
you?
did Mitch. Everybody rolled it. Not
Okay,
me. I'm not doing
all the people rolled it. No one
Well,
got a 6.
I rolled my 1d6 earlier for charges on the healing staff.
Oh, never mind then. Jesus. All the 6s.
I think the 4 wins, guys.
None of the 6s, which means you do not run into a gelatinous cube. So, you guys are good.
Thank God.
Man.
Cold fusion.
So you are stopping by. I'm gonna click you guys over real quick. Go ahead and find yourselves, and then I will pop over.
Here we go.
You guys find yourself back in front of the stone archway. This one has a... The left side of the arch comprises a wizard, complete with robes, pointy hat, and beard. The arch is their outstretched arm with a gnarled wand in hand. The right side is a deluge of magical effects, arcs of lightning, gouts of flame, and bursts of crystalline ice. So, what do you want to do?
I will. So Ashes. After I activate it, you'll go in, right?
At this point, screw it. I'm pretty confident now if we're not supposed to go through something, something's clearly going to stop us. So,
Wow. What a bad policy.
It's honestly the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's his mindset.
The mirror ripples, and as Ashes walks in, you just hear the sounds of buzzsaws and flesh rending.
Something would stop me.
Nice. That was a pretty good buzzsaw. Holy shit.
Yeah. Ezra will tap it, expending 1 charge from his wand, and then immediately run away.
The wand shatters in your hand.
Wait. No. What? Say psych right now.
I'm waiting for the psych.
It's a psych. It's a fucking psych.
Damn it! Dude, I was so fucking happy. Jake was gonna get up and be fucking done.
Dude, he straight faced it for way too long.
Oh god.
Zach's fucking laugh at the.
God damn it, Jeremy.
Ezra touches the wand to the arch. And there is this little jolt from the wand into the arch, and you do actually feel a surge from the wand into the archway itself. Please roll me a 1d4.
Say psych right now.
That was a long time for anyone to say anything.
Unfortunately, this is a archway, a greedy archway that has not been activated in quite some time. So it does actually
takes 4 charges.
pulls out 4 charges from the wand before you are able to wrench it free, and it goes.
Oh yeah, slurp me, daddy.
And it bubbles up with this silvery, shimmering liquid.
What?
And
Slurp me, daddy.
Ashes immediately presses his way into it.
Bullshit.
and is rebuffed yet again. A
I like to
reverberating
imagine
voice in all of your minds yelling, "Stop!
You are not strong
You
enough.
are not strong enough!" And you find your access barred yet again.
Ask it what floor.
What floor does this portal lead to?
21.
The one your mother said.
You are rather demanding.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I was
okay.
under the impression that it sounded like the same magical message every time. I did not know. I did not mean offense. We're just trying to figure out what we can and can't do. If
Was there a coherent statement or question?
no,
in that
he
rambling?
kind of feels like, like he kind of stepped on somebody's toes when he didn't mean to, and he feels bad. A little
Gotcha.
bit.
Is Ashes the beta of his pack?
Did Ashes turn into
Well, I mean,
Chris?
he was.
for a second?
that
When he
was
left,
a
he was
very
a trainee.
That was a very Crix moment right there. I'm sorry. Oh boy.
Oh my bad,
I'm sorry.
oh
No. I tinkled.
Nice. So there is a moment, right? You all hear Ashes kind of babbling this, and then there's this brief pause, right? And then again, that kind of reverberating in your voices, right? Is this quiet, feminine tone says, "Try not to press your luck. I may not always be there to catch you."
Okay, that's definitely an elf. Listen to how haughty that is.
I
Look
will
at
take
Jerry's
your words to
mouth.
heart. Thank you for the warning.
Fucking
Hey guys,
death-
from now on, how about we just find the other end of the portals back up instead of worrying about coming down this from the up down.
Hard to know which way is up.
Yep.
I can words good. Shut up.
You say anything else?
I'll thank her again for her assistance.
Now
There's
that
no
my
response.
wand has sufficiently been slurped, are you happy?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Get that wand
Ooh,
slurp.
slurp me, daddy. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god, we've unleashed Zach.
No.
He's your
Jeez.
friend.
All right.
We're not friends.
Back to floor 2.
Anything else? Okay, so assuming that you guys you have interacted with this archway, everyone gains 100 experience points for the wand archway,
100.
the magic wand gate. Yep, because this is an archway from floor 1, so you do not get as much as you do.
We are starting to close the gap, boys.
Yeah, you guys are getting there.
There, it was worth the experience. If
I
nothing
think
else.
Halfway there.
Whoa!
So, assuming that there is no other activity that you guys want to do except head to the second floor, I need
Correct.
Ashes to roll me a 1d100.
How much experience? I'm sorry, I was typing to someone else. How much?
100.
experience? 100.
100.
100.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's under 25.
You
Probably
guys
not
get
anymore.
as far as the exit to the clean halls, and you're turning south towards the map room with the great hole in it, right?
I recall that room, yes.
Ooh, hold up a minute.
He says, hold up.
Where are you
Uh,
going?
Hold up. There's rats here.
The wrong. Where
Where are you going?
Where are you going? Why are
Where are
you
you
moving? Get your
I'm going
ass
back. There's no
Get
rats.
your ass back there.
I'm just kidding. There's no rats.
Get your ass back there.
Where are you going?
I'm sitting here trying to paint a picture for Ashes, and Matashtai is running down the hallway looking at rats.
Whee!
He spends too much time with Zach.
My bad.
Ashes, as you guys hit this intersection and you turn south, right?
Yeah.
Your medallion hums.
I'll stop everybody.
Is it time to hunt?
There's that only happens when there's someone like me around.
Wow, that's a convenient trinket.
I rolled.
It doesn't
20.
pinpoint.
Wait,
I don't know the pinpoint location, but they're close.
when you say someone like you, do you mean the horns or the fangs?
The fangs. Another lichen.
Okay, I'm gonna stay away, please.
Yeah, what are we doing?
What kind of
What's-
question is that?
what's your
by the way, like
business?
the horns
Are we
or the
supposed to kill it?
fangs?
It's an Ezra question.
Tiefling or a werewolf?
No, I got what it was. I absolutely understood it. That was not the thing.
Okay, so kill it or don't kill it.
Don't
or...
kill it yet.
Yet.
What are we debating on killing again?
There's
Ashes
apparently
Blade.
There's a lichen
somewhere
nearby.
Oh, your medallion's only for lichens. Okay.
Yes, so they're given by my order.
That's
when we
the horns
leave.
or fangs
Does-
question.
So
Does
we
it-
can
does it
more
show, like,
easily find one another.
Is it for specific lichens?
Nope, any lichen. It can be used to try to find other members, and it also can be used to try to suss out other lichens.
So it could be a were rat.
Correct.
Yes, to the motherfucker that went running down the hallway and saw some rats.
I have a feeling though.
I
it might be coming from the
wonder.
north.
Although I will say this is not the first time you guys found rats in this area.
Yeah.
Correct.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Bones found them on a previous occasion, but
Just
they ran
If
away.
it's
from
a
it.
if it's a humanoid, let's talk first.
Knife was
Not.
the question.
So, what are you guys doing?
Can I move now?
Ezra is.
You can
There you
answer
go.
my question of what are you guys doing?
Well, because the
You
Uh,
can
the
sense the
amulet-
direction. You know where it's coming from.
We're going south, right? South is to the.
South is to the second floor. The hum points him to the northeast.
Oh, okay. Then Ezra is going to relocate.
let me go on ahead first. I'm sure I won't
Wow.
run into a bunch of rats.
Is that what you guys
Alright, well,
want?
you do you, my
There's
dude.
definitely
So-
not rats up
So
there.
tell me what you guys want to do before you guys start moving 50,000 feet away.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
know.
not gonna
I'm
move any-
following their line.
We've only moved 50 feet, not 50,000.
Only 50 feet, not 50,000.
Unless you find a wall and then you jump into it 50,000.
Yeah, if there's a hold on. Let me see if I can get in this wall.
So, because
Look, I did what I was asked to do. All right.
so, what are you guys doing? What's the plan?
I wish to track these other lichen or this one lichen.
Okay, and
Um,
Ashes, you're gonna lead the way.
I will lead the way.
Okay.
Jeremy, that's a perfect moment for you to say, you can't.
Why would I do that?
But he
Wow.
totally can. Okay, so
But-
Ashes
but
is
you could've
leading the
said
way. I'll save it for later. I'll save it for sometime when he actually can.
Put that in your back pocket.
Oh, I will do. I'll keep that in mind. 30 sessions from now. So, Matashtai and Bones, you guys are following up Ashes, and Ezra, you're normal in the back.
Keeping a safe distance
Okay.
away.
Then what really matters
I'm
here is I
ready to cut a
need
motherfucker.
a stealth check from Ashes.
Hmm.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
Yep. This is going to go great.
Just bust up in there.
Actually,
But
it's not
yeah!
so bad.
Actually, not
Monstrosity,
horrible. Okay,
show
so,
yourself!
That actually went
Double
pretty
check.
well.
He doesn't know anything.
Okay. You are able to creep up to this corner, and you see, right? See two large rats that are kind of gnawing upon the corpses of these decaying carrion crawlers, right? And then you
What?
see
Rats?
see a third giant rat that is not touching the carrion crawlers at all. It's kind of nosing around. It looks to be investigating like the remnants of the campfire that had been here, right? And it's suddenly like it sits up on its haunches, right? And its nose sniffs up in the air, right? And it goes back to moving around. It seems to completely avoid the carrion crawlers. It doesn't seem to have any interest in them while the other two rats feed, right? What do you want to do?
Damn, what if it's
Fireball.
Pepsi?
Fireball.
So much for
Use
the
your
not
mind
instantly
bullets.
killing things.
So it looks like they are, I guess for a better lack of terms, unintelligent beasts.
The two feasting on the carrion crawlers definitely seem to be. The third one,
Seem to display at least a questionable level of intelligence.
something. Not sure.
Something.
So, what do you want to do?
Jet. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, fuck it. All right. I'm going to, unarmed, step out into view and see how they react. At least the smart one.
The two giant rats bolt. Immediately bolt. The
Okay.
third one hesitates for a second and looks you straight in the eyes and then runs east. So,
Does his medallion hum?
oh yeah, his medallion is definitely humming.
Oh, it's a humming.
Okay, so
Ooh-wee.
the question posed here is what are your immediate intentions? If they are to give chase or something like that, then we'll roll initiative and we'll see what happens, right? So what's the plan? Because there's no reason to roll initiative if you're not going to try to chase
Right.
them down, or if you're just going to shout out to them,
No,
or do something like that.
If we're about to go deep into the dungeon, I don't think there's a point in start burning our resources so early. So I'll just
Except that it's your
I'll hold up a hand, look back, and I'll say, "Let him go." There's no point.
Okay.
Damn, this dude, he broke his oath. He ain't hunting no witches.
Well, I mean, they ran different directions. There's no way unless we split the party and
A series of heartbeats pass.
It's the big
Bone.
one.
Bones, what's your passive perception? 18, right?
18.
You hear in the distance, right? You hear this. The sound of like sliding stone.
Ooh.
I don't remember any fucking sliding stone doors around this area.
Because we didn't find them.
More heartbeats pass. The scampering, chittering of the fleeing giant rats disappears. Out of earshot now.
Well, I really want to know what that fucking is now.
More heartbeats pass. And the moment passes.
All right, well, cool. Fuck it. You're muted, Mitch.
Sorry.
Corruption lives to fight another day.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing: there was no guarantee that those were that they were the ones actually pinging. Like, you can't just assume. We didn't know for certain that the giant rats were the Lycan.
Kill them
Hey,
first, ask
Can't be
questions
sure
later.
they're not though either.
I think
Yeah.
there's more. I think a better kind of concept. Well, I don't know. Better. I think.
I was waiting for you to say a better hunter would have known what was
Oh,
going
no.
on.
Wow!
I would say Ashes.
Okay.
I don't think there's any doubt in your mind. The medallion itself has a limited proximity.
Right,
It can only
yeah.
work for so far. I don't think there's probably any doubt in your mind that third giant rat was something,
Right.
right? But I think where doubt could absolutely be in your mind is not every lycan or not every creature afflicted with lycanthropy is inherently evil or cursed
Correct.
or bad,
Correct.
right?
Well, I mean,
So
I
the-
should know.
The judgment call that
will-
you've made is absolutely a perfectly justifiable one. There's no reason to immediately start slaughtering or attacking or anything like that.
Slaughter them all.
Anyways,
No,
I would like to progress to the second floor.
Yeah,
Same.
I concur.
sounds
I
good.
think you did a good thing there, Ashes.
All right.
Thank you.
So the tension pool will tick up 1 as you guys make your way down to the second
God.
floor.
Mitch's,
Wait, why
Mitch's
did it
opinion-
reset?
Mitch's
Huh?
opinion changes when the were-rat kills his centaur.
Because every time you guys get to 6,
Killed
it
my what?
forces a roll, and once you roll the 6, it goes back down to 0, and we start ticking back up again. It's just you guys. Huh?
When you roll,
I rolled when you guys were heading out. I rolled all 6 dice. You guys just didn't get a 6. You got lucky.
got it.
It's super rare
Yeah.
to roll all 6 dice and not get a 6. So you guys lucked out getting out of the dungeon without it happening. So down to
Goblin.
down to Goblin Town to the Arcane Chambers. That's not where my thing should be.
This isn't where I parked my car.
That was absolutely not where I parked my car. Okay. So, it's been a day. What has happened in that time? You guys come down the stairs.
Yek-the-Tall has been overthrown. The Goblin Bazaar is in chaos. Fire reigns through level 2.
Would you like to go find out, or would you like where you guys are now on level 2? You no longer have the press of Halithgark's mission, unless of course your plan is to still try to hunt down Rex,
Nope,
right?
we don't.
No, that dude's gone by now.
And
Like, not gonna lie, I'm glad we completed that, but whew, I'm glad he's gone.
it's
I mean, I'm
it's
glad he's
meant to
gone
be
too.
it's meant to be an interesting scenario, and you're supposed to get like maybe you like him, maybe you don't like him, but either way, because he has that drive and he gets pushy and bitter about it, when he's gone, invariably you're supposed to be like, okay, that's good, right? You know,
Yeah.
Better.
Ezra learned some stuff about himself with that situation.
I thought that was a very intense moment for me. So, what do you guys want to do now that you are back on level 2? You've explored a little bit of the dungeon. You got no pressing engagements. Where do
Let's
you go
go
from
east.
here?
All right, hold on. Let's take a look at the map quick.
Okay,
What we got going?
let's take a look at the map.
Ooh, is the map actually updated?
Yeah, it's updated.
Okay. All right.
Radio.
So,
It
Yeah,
looks
well,
super
more
weird too, the way you guys snaked through the place.
There are more
I
rooms
remember
on the
correctly-
fucking,
Yeah,
the-
we want to go west. In my mind.
not gonna talk.
Yeah, we definitely got some doors on the west.
If you talk, then rather than just talking like this, then maybe someone would actually, let you speak.
Is that necessary?
That was to Zach, because that's what he was
totally
doing.
making fun of Zach.
And then he was like, I'm just not gonna talk.
I was not. I was actually speaking. It's fine.
I don't know. It sounded like that.
It was very mumbly.
Okay, so we got a vote for heading west.
West sounds greased.
Oh, West sounds really good.
West.
West.
Zach, what was your vote?
I didn't have a vote. I don't care.
I'd like to go Dennis.
He's salty now. Okay. So you guys have some options.
Real quick,
if you're looking,
just for clarification,
Yeah.
like when I did my kata to find out where my next artifact is, it was directly below me, right around this area.
right?
That was on second floor, saying go down to third floor.
Yeah.
But like,
It wasn't directly. It was like
so,
a little.
so it is directional. So it would have been like if it was west down, it would have been like that. But like,
yeah.
it was
So
like this.
what I'll say is you're too far away to have gotten a good sense of direction, and you don't know where the stairs are versus the distance. So I don't want to give you when you get down to the third floor, you need to go this direction, right?
Sure.
What I was trying to signify was that it's still downwards, but you're close enough to it that it gave you some direction, meaning that it's the next floor. Not,
Okay.
It's not
It
the
was
fourth
more of
floor,
a-
it's not the fifth
Rather
floor.
than a hug, it
Yeah.
was like it's down.
It was like, rather than
Okay.
straight down, meaning it could be 13 floors away from you, it's down. It's real close, but not this floor.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't want to give you a right here, it's 30 meters west and
Yeah,
50 meters
Follow the spear.
because it's not going to make any. Once you're on the third floor, then it'll absolutely give you directions. But from here, it's just not going to make sense. Too much spatial distance.
Sure. Okay. So west seems good. So there was still a door to the southeast that we had. Isn't there? And then is that also a...
We still have
hallway we
stuff
didn't
to the
open?
northwest, where the big ooze was. There's a couple of doors up there.
Yeah. As far
by
as
the way, that one little corner that has like not a door but like a gap on the map, that's where we heard a gibbering mouther.
yeah, that's the copper floored room.
Fuck that. We're not going there.
You know they can only move like 10 feet, right?
You know they can only murder people, right?
Only murder people. So, where would you guys like to go?
West.
Which west? So you guys head
This
south.
west.
You guys head south, and start moving towards one of the
Did we check
directions
this
you.
door?
Huh?
Did we ever check this door?
No, you did not. So you move into the large chamber that has the fountain in the center of it, right? Still dry. No one's using it. But there is a curve hallway to the north. There is a doorway there. Let's head up to it. Pull this up real quick.
Oh shit! I got left behind. There we are.
So there's a door here, a wooden door with iron bands, 3 iron bands across it. What would you like to do? Don't all
Go in
jump
it.
don't all jump at
I
once.
would like to listen and see if there's anything on the other side.
Okay. As you listen at the door, right, you hear a series of mumbling on the other side. Too low to actually understand. Unintelligible, right? But
Okay.
there's definitely something mumbling on the other side of this door.
Do we knock? Or do we kick it in?
We could just open it normally.
Okay, I open it normally.
You go to open the door.
I mean, no, wait, no.
Okay. No, wait, no, because Mitch was muted. What's up?
Is it a low mumbling? Is it a high pitch? Like, is it kind of like? Or is it like a?
It's hard to tell. You can just barely hear it, but it sounds like someone's talking to themselves or maybe chanting or something like that.
Interesting.
Okay, that sounds good. Only normal people do that, so we should probably open the door.
Sure.
Hi.
So that being said, Ashes goes to open the door then. Right?
Let's open the door.
The door it opens, right? There is a click, right? Or a lever that you basically pull and the door begins to move, and immediately it hits and something does not budge on the other side.
Hold up, I got something for this. I
You got
reach into
something
my
for-
bag of holding,
Oh god.
dig deep, rummage around a little bit,
Get in that bag.
Sure.
pull out a portable ram.
Wonderful.
Oh boy.
I hand it
Oh, may I?
to Ashes.
Okay.
This is kind of hefty.
It's a big boy. Absolutely.
I've heard that before.
I'm assuming it's just like does it have like it's like basically a log with like a steel bands around it and maybe a
Show
steel
is.
Yeah, it's got a cap on the end of it so you can just ram it against wood.
All right, I'll roll my shoulder a little bit, get it loose up.
God.
And I'll just
All
plow into the door.
Make a athletics check with advantage.
Think you also get like a +5 or
Do you
something.
get a
Hold on,
plus?
let me double check the
It's
portable
a
ram
plus
stat.
something, yeah.
Well, it's
5 or
18 plus
10.
whatever the thing is.
Portable ram.
You get a +4 bonus on a strength check. So I guess if you're using athletics, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because I think it's supposed to be a strength check, not an athletics check.
Well, an athletics is just an athletics strength check.
Well, yes, but athletics you can have proficiency. A strength check you can't.
Yeah, but I don't know. When I try to open budge doors, I ask for an athletics check. So in this scenario,
And
I
that's
would
fine. That's-
just
in that case you wouldn't probably use the +4 bonus.
I would still have
I
it.
don't know. Technically,
utilize the
athletics is
+4
a
bonus.
strength check.
Yeah, I would still have it use the +4 bonus. That's perfectly fine. The thing here that I'm reading, though, is that you only get advantage if someone is helping you. Like if someone's on the other side of the ram and you're doing it together. So is that happening, or is this sheerly an Ashes situation?
I mean, Matt would get all up in there.
Then-
if
okay,
it's
great.
fun.
So Ashes, you do have advantage, which is good, because with the +4 that gets you to 22, and you needed a 20 for the store.
Okay.
So that actually equaled up to being good. You hit this door and it cracks, right? But the iron bands hold it together. That's what they're made to do, right? Is even though the wood
Right.
frame kind of like shatters, the iron bands hold the door together. But the sheer force shoves the door a good like 3 or 4 inches, and you hear this right as whatever is barricading the other side of the door gets pushed back by the force of the blow, and you go in and boom, another one. Boom, another one. And you don't end up succeeding in bursting the door down, but you end up impacting it repeatedly enough times to like inch, 2 inches. And then the whole thing just kind of like pushes as the barricade on the other side gives way. So, as the door flies open, guys see a number of things, and I'm gonna describe them in turn.
Guys, I see a number of things.
As the door comes open, you realize a
More than
pile
one thing.
of furniture has been set against it as a makeshift
Bones,
barricade.
Tell me what your tabaxi eyes can see.
A pile of
this-
furniture was set against the door.
Jesus Christ. In the center of the
I'm
room
role playing.
stands a stone table covered
There's a
with
stone table in the
dusty
center of the room.
alchemical equipment and vials
Alright,
of
I'm done.
various solid and liquid substances. Though it
By the way,
seems
the door's not
mostly-
actually open on the map.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Though it
just making
seems
sure.
mostly mundane and inert.
Okay.
Standing over the table is a humanoid-looking creature made primarily of wood and canvas, with a shoddy gray cloak draped over its shoulders, with dozens of cloth eyes having been sewn into the cloak. You guys
Oh, well,
bash
that's
open this door to find standing over the center of like an alchemical station a wooden puppet man Halaster.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you just describe Dark Timeline Pinocchio to?
I must become a real boy, father.
And that is
Stall.
that is where we will go ahead and end our session for the night.
Feed me the meat.
Oh,
No,
God.
no, that is unacceptable. That is some horror story shit right there.
I was assuming it was the automaton from Dragon Heist.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too.
That
At
one's
first.
that thing's been destroyed.
I was gonna say, didn't we like lead
Yeah.
to that one destruction?
Yeah, but we didn't destroy
Oh yeah,
Nimble or Nim.
yep. Nim is
Nim is
still
still-
in shit the
The Hall of Wonder.
yeah the Hall of Wonders.
Oyster of the whatever.
All right, so you guys open the door and you are faced with the Halaster puppet, and that's where we'll pick up next week, or not next week. Sorry, that's where we'll pick
Week
up
after.
in 2 weeks because next week it's Christmas, so we'll be on vacation.
That's going to be on New Year, like the first day of the year.
New Year's Day.
Yeah,
New
that will
Year's
be-
Day.
It'll be on
We're
New
gonna start
Year's
this
Day
year right.
Heck
with
yeah!
some Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Hopefully we will be hungover.
Huh?
And hopefully we won't be hungover.
Oh, well, hopefully.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, it'll be like we won't start until like 6:37. So I mean,
some
if
of
you're
us just
still
hang out.
hungover by then, damn,
yeah, it's like I have all day hangovers.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Well, he earns them too. Let's not lie.
Drink more water.
I've seen the boy drink, so yeah, I can feel you on that one.
All
All right,
Thank
had a
you,
good
boys.
time, everyone.
Yeah,
We're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Y'all,
Dungeons
Happy
and
Christmas.
Dragons.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Fuck.
whatever the
See you in the
fuck
new year.
ever it is you celebrate.
Yeah, that too, right?
Smooth, Jay. Smooth. That really.
Bye.